chance to hear Brother Rand sing, and then we gonna shout out all the fans. Yeah, it's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me though. Alright, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. 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 Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Hey, church check in. Let's go. Minister Jap, it's a new era and niggas is chat. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking this crack. Bitch getting taxed in my Benjamin static. Truck in the front and the engine in back. 3Ks, everything I'm whipping in is black. 3 hoes all wanna sit on my lap. High yellow heifer, I'ma hit her from the back. This is a fact, I'm taking your bitch, I'm not giving her back. Bitch got some kids, I'm not dealing with that. The back of her throw where my children is at, now what's realer than that? Her mama's a hoe and her sister's a rat. Their head was amazing, the pussy was trash. Run up on church and then pistol gon' blast. Get your ass body trying to get to this bag, nigga, church. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. 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 Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Listen. Church check in. Let's go. Relinquish the bitch. You loving and cuffing to be with the bitch. She came in with you, but I leave with the bitch. I bang and I skeet on the bitch. Baby like Jap conceited and shit. I push it to start, ain't no key to my whip. Believe in the game, don't believe in the bitch. I listen to sin and the rest of the pimps. You chasing the bitch and ain't chasing the check. You look like a bitch when you making them threats. You talk how you talk cause you safe on the net. When I see you, no talking, I'm breaking your neck. Catch a nigga like and do him dirty on sight. Whole lot of bargain, but I bet he won't bite. Bet a nigga won't roll a dice with his life. Double cross church kid, crucified twice, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. 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 Yeah. Church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in. Church on the bitch. Oh, church on the bitch. Yeah. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Church on the bitch. Hey, church check in. Let's go. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video, in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you're following my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest, broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in. All right, church. We in the building. What's good? Hit that like button. Stop playing with me. We here to cook. You know how we do. We break shit down to the molecule. A lot of you perverts. Pervert. I'm just here to cook. Make sure y'all follow me on Patreon. Follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter heavy. Facebook heavy. Instagram heavy. Pervert. You are a pervert. Church. Check in. Talk to me, you pervert. It's Monday. You know, get you something cold to sip on. Hallelujah. Can you dig that? I'm still getting whispers in the street. All you pretty hoes' breath still stinking. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? Starting to notice that a lot of y'all lace fronts is coming unrippled in the front too, bitch. You're looking awful out here. What's going on? Sundress season is coming up and you ain't ready? These nasty mouth niggas with these raggedy beards, man. Scaring the hoes. Breath smelling like plaque and pussy. It's gonna be a lot of funny smelling bitches out here this summer, man. A lot of unhealed BBLs. You know, you ain't really been out here fucking with these hoes until you smell the BBL, nigga. Y'all motherfuckers got to share this motherfucking show. What's going on? You know, these musty ass bitches out here, man. I'm afraid to suck a titty. These heavy ass 200-pound ass hoes, but she got ass though. What's going on with these musty titties out here, man? Bitches' titties be long as hell on Facebook and Instagram. It's always the long titty bitch that got a whole lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Want to tell us about the black community and everything we need to be doing. Bitch, your titties too long. Some of you hoes need to go get your titties shortened. Shorten your titties. The creases in these titties be looking all awkward and shit. Bitch, what's going on with the crease in your titties? These hoes' titties is running away from their body. Untangle your titties before you come up in the church, man. No more BBLs in 2025. Wash your ass, ladies. Yeah, these hoes ain't ready for they ain't ready for white draws, man. Especially these BBL bitches. Y'all ain't ready for white draws. Get out of here. Shout out to Miriam showing love. Where the brothers at, man? Miriam coming through on the cash app with the 25. About to go get a motherfucking a jerk chicken dinner tonight. The Tether way. Shout out to the Tether. Shout out to the Tethers. God damn it. A lot of these fat hoes out here looking beautiful in the face and a hippo in the waist. I told you, man, pretty fat bitches are disrespecting God. You can never, a beautiful fat woman don't appreciate shit. Here you are, God done gave you a head start in life and you went straight to the buffet with it? I got zero tolerance for pretty fat bitches. There's zero tolerance. You know, and them be the bitches on Instagram and Facebook always want to take the shot where they show the upward angle. They big on angles. Nah, bitch, put that camera straight forward. You know what I'm saying? Bitch shaped like a Kool-Aid jug. But got a whole lot to say. My body, my choice. What choices was you making? That bitch drink the grease from bacon, nigga. She drink a bacon smoothie. Fat bitches, the only ones I know put peanut butter and bacon in a smoothie. Shout out to my man Anthony on the cash app with the $5 holler, man. Bitch got a chicken Alfredo smoothie. I'm trying to watch my figure. Trying to watch my figure. Greasy ass bitches, man. Bitches go through a whole tub of lotion. And don't be fat and ashy. Don't be fat and ashy. You look like a big black dirty van. Income tax money almost gone for the hoe. You look like a big black van. It kills me, man. Fat hoes out here acting like they got it though. Talk about something. I know niggas that like it, and you know what's so crazy? Niggas be liking it. You niggas will fuck anything that jiggles. You know, the craziest part, man. Half these hoes in the community got stretch marks on the bottom of their hands. These hoes be having stretch marks and cellulite in the face. Ass face. How you got a fupa face, bitch? Bitch got a fupa face. Ass face assholes, man. What's going on with y'all niggas, man? Talk to me. Salute to Maya Campbell. I just seen she got off that crack. That was such a disservice to the game. She was one of the baddest dark-skinned women to walk this earth. Seen her selling ass at a gas station. She was at a gas station missing her front tooth, selling coochie with armpit hair. You know what I'm saying? Bitch look kind of funny though, man. You know, she looked like a recovering addict. I've been seeing her post, you know, salute to her for getting out that shit, but she do got one big long tooth. I'm like, why she got one long tooth? How do you have one long tooth? She got a long tooth. Well, yeah, she tried to get in some Tyler Perry movies or some shit like that. Tyler Perry, go ahead and pick that hoe up, man. You know what I'm saying? You get that bitch for about $10,000. I don't think you can reform crackhead coochie.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm sorry. Once your coochie start getting set out in the crack house, I don't think there's no coming back from that. Your pussy gotta smell like a motherfucking mortuary. You know, I see some nigga all hugged up with him like this desperate nigga. You ever seen a crackhead's hands? Crackhead hands look like they build an engine barehanded, man. No tools needed. Old crackhead bitch smoking Newports with them withered ass hands. Look like she work on carburetors and alternators. See Maya Campbell running through motherfucking Compton with a transmission strapped to her back, trying to sell transmission fluid. Yeah, man, we gonna talk heavy today, man. Y'all motherfuckers relax. You got your boy Jap. I'm out of hibernation. Y'all better hit that like button, hit that share button. Share on Facebook. Stop playing with me, man. Don't disrespect this church. Hit that like button, hit that share, hit that super chat, turn this room up. We about to get into this, man. Let's get it, man. Stop playing games with me, nigga, before I go off on you.
Special delivery.
It's the 126.
Cut that shit up, man. So.
Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. I got rich. Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat.
Popping it. Drop the top on the coupe. Can't stop it. We take it. Get sloppy. I send them shooters. Go find me. Chopping it. I'm on the smoking inside of shit. Wanna know where your bitch? She been slopping shit. Pulling up drink. This is out of shit. Taking up drill like a pilot bitch. Where did your bitch go? She went to be a hoe. Stack up the cake cut. I gotta get the dough. Take all the shit. This a broad day kid though. Feeling drunk back to back. Took all the info. Which way? Wet way. Where did your bitch go? Stick out the house. Stuck dick on the tiptoes. Two RTM is sliding in Lambo. Cut on my bitch. She turned to a fat hoe.
Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. I got rich. Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. Where's my bitch? Off in the foot the hoe. Nut up in the throat. Bitch on rich. Bitch on rich. Bitch on rich. Where's my bitch? I'm fucking the bitch. Where's my bitch? Where's my bitch? Where's my bitch? Where's my bitch?
All right, man. We got to talk heavy today, man. We on part 3. Of senseless or self-defense. We still chopping it up, talking real heavy, dealing with this Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf situation. It's so much to go over. This is going to be one of those cases that's going to be like OJ, fam. It's going to be one of those cases, man. And you know we got the Puffy trial coming up. We got the Puffy trial coming up in May, so gonna be a lot of baby oil at that hearing, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my white niggas at the cookout. You know, just let watch us converse. All right. So look, I'm praying for this young man, for real. He's got a lot stacked against him, man. You know what I'm saying? He's got his own brothers going against him. You know he got the system in white society. They are pretty pissed off about this. But what's even more dangerous, and I'm real skeptical about this, is this. All right? This is the judge. His life, this is why he needs a defense, a proper defense. His life hangs in the hands of the black woman, the weave-wearing black woman. This is the type, she looks like the woman that will get you fired. You know, I'm looking at her and I'm having nightmares right now. I'm thinking about grammar school and high school. These are the women that call your damn parents and just tell them all types of shit you're doing, hoping you get an ass whooping. You know, she's got a 5 o'clock shadow. Chances are she's living alone, but she's an accomplished black woman with power, and a black woman with power is very fucking dangerous. This scares me, and I'm scared for the young man. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, they granted him bail. She lowered his bail, which is a great thing. Fingers were crossed on this one. Fingers were crossed on this one. But here's the thing. You have always got to know. Yeah, for you black women in the chat, you know, y'all some halfway ass allies to the black man, the free thinking straight black man. One thing about it, if they dangle any type of aspiration she may have, or maybe running for mayor or governor or something like that, and she can utilize this to appease white society, she will take that offer. Get this man railroaded, fried. You know, she did lower his bail. Fingers were crossed. Hallelujah. But don't nobody hate the black man like a black woman with some damn power. Because she can be bought. The black woman is the first to sell us out. Before there was a black man sell out, there was a black woman selling us the fuck out. You know? So when I see all the chips that stacked up against him, that man needs a defense. We can't fuck up the GoFundMe. He needs a defense. Now, he's been released on house arrest, I believe. You know? But when your life is in the balance of the black woman with power, and she wants to show white society that she is down, and she wants to be their German shepherd, and she's someone that they can rely on and count on, you will be fried for that opportunity. See, I'm seeing everybody on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Oh, man, we should be straight. We got the sister in there. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because our black women, when they get power, they do stupid shit. Like, look at Ketanji Brown Jackson. She was letting pedophiles and people participating with child pornography get off. See, the black woman to be the first to get off code. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want y'all to get comfortable like, yeah, we got it in the bank. We got a sister in there. Yeah. Nigga, if you see, you ain't dealt with no black woman. You ain't never been thrown under the bus for a black woman's success. The only reason why you seen the black women stick by Jussie Smollett and his bullshit, because he was gay. If Jussie Smollett was straight, Jussie Smollett would be getting out right now. He'd just be getting out of jail right now. But the black women, when they got power like this, and we've been seeing all of these black women judges. Ain't it just a black woman judge that just murdered her husband? I mean, there's been so many black women judges that have been doing so much corrupt shit. And if she don't play ball, like how they wanted to play ball, they might get her removed from the case. Don't get excited. I don't want this to go to trial. I don't want this to go to trial. I don't want this to go to trial. I want him to take a deal and get as least time as possible. Because if he goes in this court, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. And if they motion to get her off the case and put somebody in there that's ready to fry, it's not gonna be looking good for the young man. Straight up, man. You know, he come from a 2-parent household. You know, he got a lot in his defense. We just gotta see where the self-defense is gonna come in. Now, put a poll in the chat. What will Karmelo Anthony be found guilty of? First choice is first-degree murder. Second choice is manslaughter. Third choice, innocent of all charges. A lot of y'all think you're going to be innocent of all charges. I truthfully don't. My vote is manslaughter. Because I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic, man, because I don't think the prosecutors, you know what I'm saying, are going to take no L like that, man. They got to get something. He's not going to make a fool of their justice system down there, man. I still got that mindset of the South being the South. But people keep telling me you can stand your ground. Now, I would play this video, but I'm scared to play this video, so I won't play it because I know how corny YouTube is. But if you look it up, because, you know, Charleston White was talking all this shit about carrying knives and this and this, but there's a video of Charleston White, and he was supposed to be doing some celebrity boxing match with some nigga in Texas. And they was in the lobby, and they was arguing, and dude pushed Charleston White. Y'all go look it up. Charleston White pulled out a knife, and the back of the knife had like a little spike, and he popped him upside his head with the back of the knife. Then dude ran up, then Charleston White pulled out the knife. Now the dude was bleeding all over the place. Y'all look it up if y'all seen that. But it's the same person that's saying that, oh, he shouldn't have had a knife. But y'all say that's Texas though. Charleston White didn't retreat, didn't do nothing. He stood his ground. Come on, motherfucker. He was sitting there with the knife. You know, I'm starting to learn the rules of YouTube. I can't show it, but y'all can go look it up. Don't think I'm gonna lie to you.
You know, I don't think I'm gonna lie to you. Come on now. But yeah, if you get a chance, look that video up, man. But yeah, man, we putting this man's life is in the line, is in the hands of a bearded black woman with power. And that's the worst thing you can do is give black women power. Because they're gonna use it. And they're gonna show you who's boss. You know what I'm saying? You know? And again, they could easily be bought. You know? So I'm very skeptical about this woman being the judge. Although everybody's on Facebook's all happy, black women are happy and shit. Don't listen to black women. Okay? They don't need microphones, they need headphones. They need to be over here listening to us. Because at the end of the day, y'all are first to sell us out. Somebody look that judge up and find out if she got a white husband. That'll tell you what dick she loyal to. She loyal to pink penis. Fuck ass nigga.
We've come a long way to Justice Brown Jackson. We came in to celebrate Justice Brown Jackson. We came from the Harriet and Sojourner to Justice Brown Jackson. Ida B. Wells and Dr. King. Justice Brown Jackson. Shirley Chisholm. Justice Brown Jackson. Barbara Jordan and Maxine Waters. Justice Brown Jackson. We came here to celebrate Justice Brown Jackson. A black woman on the Supreme Court. Justice Brown Jackson. A beautiful, intelligent woman. Justice Brown Jackson. Justice. On the Supreme Court.
See, that's how you niggas was dancing and cheerleading in the comment sections on Twitter and on Instagram. We got a black judge, y'all. It's a black woman. See, we had Judge Joe Brown, we be straight. We got the fried chicken Christian edition. This bitch got a beard. You gotta ask that judge, what is your pronouns, Your Honor? What are your pronouns, Your Honor? Hell yeah, I would. If Judge Joe Brown was running for president, he definitely got my vote. He don't even have to say anything. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't watch a debate or nothing. My vote is already set in stone. If Judge Joe Brown was running for president, it's like you ain't got to campaign for niggas like me. You put him on the ballot. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? He don't gotta win me over. He don't gotta win me over, man. Judges and referees at best. The DA and is Roger Goodell. Gotta find out who the DA is. They control if it goes to trial or dismissed. Okay. Let's show. But like I said, I told you I don't want it to go to trial. I hope he can negotiate a great deal. I hope he can get a good deal so he can go to college and put this shit behind him. You know, he's just now getting out. He's getting out now. Let's see. She didn't got his bail lowered from $1 million to $250,000. They put up to $25,000. He's got bail. He's got house arrest.
We're up.
You know, I like this. He's coming through clean cut. Got a suit on. This all when you talk to your lawyer, when you ever go through a case, that is what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you how to dress if they want you to win. And for any of y'all that think your appearance doesn't matter and doesn't count, you're stupid. Let's go.
Why were you armed? Karmelo, why were you armed at school? Explain your...
See, this is what he should have been doing, staying silent when the police grabbed him. So teach your sons, when the police fucking with you, you got something, shut up. I agree. I've been getting emails and texts about that. It's shallow. It shouldn't matter what you're... I know it shouldn't matter, but I know. I know it ain't right, but it's real. Yes, he need to shave that shit down. A smooth, young fade. Your life depend on it. Because they gonna judge your black ass just on what they see. If they see NBA YoungBoy walking in there, nigga, you're guilty. Say, why he ain't just square up with the white boy? We don't know. We gotta wait till the facts come out. All I'm saying is, with these shows I've been doing, all I'm saying is we need to let it play out, hope for the best. He's going to get cooked to a degree. We just gotta get him a defense. Because what he's up against crying white folks. One thing y'all gonna learn is the white woman's tears is real. You gonna learn that. DA of Collin County, Texas is a white guy, looks like comedian Gary Owens. No cap, Jap, look it up. This nigga crazy. But yeah, man, what is his stance? Y'all, they done made this case so high profile, everybody's trying to get a piece of the publicity. This is a resume building case right here.
Self-defense. How is this self-defense?
Excuse me.
No, you like to say?
I had to browse.
So he's out now. He's on house arrest, you know, and it's going to be a fight, man, if you go to court, man. Hopefully they don't go to court, man. I'll be honest with you, man. Just the chips is really stacked against him, man. I'm hoping for him to be able to get a good deal. A good deal. You know, a good year, 6 months, then probation, and then, you know, get it over with, man. They want something, though. They're not gonna let you just take a white life like that, man. They're not gonna just let him take a white life like that, man. And where the fuck is Al Sharpton? Because he was remorseful. He wanted to know how he was. Was he okay? So the intent was not to kill. So all of those things are going to be considered. His height, his size, his stature, and what he's up against. That will be considered because, again, if the shoes were women's shoes, it would immediately been viewed as self-defense. And he's the size of a lady boy. Where the fuck is Umar? You know, where's Jesse Jackson? Talk about Benjamin Crump. Benjamin Crump don't come out unless it's suing the city. Not his type of case. Not his type of case. Benjamin Crump don't come through to save lives. He come through to cut checks. Wrong type of case, family. You know? Well, yeah, man, we still got gay buddy out here, man. He going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Trying to railroad the situation. Like I said,
Anthony, Karmelo.
I just want him to have a defense. Once he got his defense, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna watch the show like the rest of y'all. But I'm not. Where's Farrakhan? You right. There's a lot of black folks that don't stand with black men, man. But they stand with George Floyd. I just can't understand it. And where are the goddamn freedom fighter Democrats? But this Nigerian with a lisp, this tether. Pervert, or a pervert. You ever look at a nigga, man, he dressed like his breath stink? Nigga got cloth seats in his car and his car smell like ass. You ever been in an African Uber? You ever been in an African Uber and the Uber stinks so bad you want to cancel the ride, but you don't want to wait for another ride? I give all you nasty motherfuckers, you ashy foot motherfuckers with them stank cars, man, I give y'all bad reviews on Uber, fam. You know, y'all come deliver my food, man, I send it back. Send it back. No, you ashy bastard. You know what I'm saying? I got a Nigerian uncle. That nigga used to walk around with the ashiest feet, picking his toes all goddamn day. Walking around just picking his toes. Don't use no nail clippers. Just peel his shit off. This is how we do in my village. This is how we do in my village. I'm like, God damn. And they wasn't no little feet either. They some size 13 ashy. I wear a size 13 white and ashy, motherfucker. But I can look at this motherfucker and tell he got gingivitis. He gay with gingivitis. Always asking for some shit. I need directions. Do you know how to get to the highway? Nigga just breathing highway. God damn. Motherfucking breath be like a cloud, just stank. Motherfucker smell like he just spit in the bottle and spray it on every morning. This gives me good luck. This keeps motherfuckers and flies off of me. Breath smelling like a village in vagina. Trying to understand these motherfuckers, man. Vagina and vinegar mouth ass niggas. And when y'all, hey man, shout out to the African tethers in the room, man. When, hey, Utubu, man, talk to me, man. When y'all gonna start using forks and knives, man? Not enough y'all put everything in a bowl. Africans put steak in a bowl. Everything must be in a bowl. How many motherfuckers you ever see don't got no spoon for the soup, just hands. I just eat. You just scoop that foo-foo up and how y'all eat soup like this? I told you my uncle made that motherfucker that African chicken stew. I ain't eat that shit. That motherfucker opened the pot. He opened the pot of the chicken stew. It was a claw throwing up GD in that bitch. I said, God damn. There was a pterodactyl claw in that motherfucker. And then this motherfucker, oh, I want the head. That motherfucker was sucking the eyeballs and eating the beak. That's when I realized I'm at the wrong goddamn cookout. I'd have been better off at the white cookout with the raisins in the goddamn tater salad. At least I know what we're dealing with. They got paper plates, plastic forks. You know? Shit. This motherfucker, man, you talking about a child that was traumatized. Nigga, I had a convenient stomach ache. Oh, I don't feel too good. I don't need any unk. This nigga come through. Yes, yes, I am very happy to be here. Shout out to bro, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, motherfucker was sucking the eyeballs out the chicken head, man. The motherfucker still had feathers in that bitch. I was like, man, I still remember that shit, man. We was on 47th and Drexel, man. Stand on 47th and Drexel. Southside, Hyde Park. God damn it. Motherfucking damn. And I didn't watch them kill the chicken. I watched them skin the chicken. First, I watched them break the goddamn head off the neck of the chicken. Just straight Nigerian style. It had a motherfucker hanging upside down in the sink for about an hour. And he boiled that pterodactyl, man. Scared all the kids in the house. He just sitting there laughing, all Africanly. That's why I realized I'm a beige diluted nigga, man. Back to this Dragon Ball Z t-shirt wearing ass nigga hating on my young nigga. Ladies, this is a nigga you bet not swipe left to on Twitter. Turn him down, he gonna come looking for you. This motherfucker gonna come looking for you. Oh, you really like me? I see you see my profile. You know what I'm saying? This nigga lined himself up with a butter knife. I don't know if he's happy, sad, mad, glad. Where your eyebrows the fuck at? This nigga definitely has the shirt of a pervert. Pervert. Who the fuck wears these beware of any black man you see with one of these Dragon Ball Z shirts, man. You know the ones I'm talking about. These was the niggas that got picked on in high school. Was it Goku, Gohan? You know what I'm saying? Nigga got a Street Fighter t-shirt on, man. How you got a Street Fighter button up, man? Talk to me, man. Tell me something, man. Pervert. This nigga went on sexoffendershirts.com and got an outfit. I have a date tonight. I met a lovely lady on Tinder. Name is Pelly. Pervert. She's a pilgrim. She is a pilgrim. Yes, and she loves me from my country. She loves her blacks. Look at this hating ass nigga. And he gay with a lisp and shit. I don't want Karmelo Anthony's to be getting no damn bails. First of all. Let's see. The minister hasn't been speaking publicly for the past year. He didn't even speak at Savior's Day this year. Don't try to discredit him with all that he does and has done. What are you doing? Nigga, we just talking shit, nigga. I know the minister getting up there in age. But the nation needs to show presence. We can have Nuri out there. We can have Brother Ishmael out there, Brother Fontaine out there. You know what I'm saying? Brother Wesley could be out there. He could send his soldiers. What I'm saying is, point being is that he's left out here hanging while you in here commenting. But salute to you, brother. You know, I'm always gonna have love for the nation. You know what I'm saying? I always got love for the minister, man. You know, he is getting up there, though. He is getting up there.
Karmelo Anthony from $1 million to $250,000 because they have a new lawyer who's apparently kind of good because they raised almost $400,000 for this boy who stabbed another boy, and the black community is not outraged because it's okay to stab white people. It's okay to hurt white people, apparently, in the eyes of the black community because, you know, they're white. So
okay. See, this is what I'm saying. I hate the fact that they're making this a black and white issue. You know what I'm saying? I really think this is just a bully issue. And these people just happen to be different races. But if we do as these black folks say and just leave him out there to hang, he's cooked. Well, he's able to get the prosecutor, the family, they able to raise GoFundMe money to prosecute him. So what, we supposed to donate to on their side and don't help him and don't even hear his side out? We still haven't heard his side out. Still not giving him the benefit of the doubt. Do you know, what is that guy named? Luigi? What, I forgot his last name. The Luigi guy who killed the healthcare CEO. He's able to raise funds for a defense. Ain't nobody protesting against that. Notice how they've made Luigi a sex symbol. They've made him the new Ted Bundy. Maggione. Am I not lying? He's raising money. He's got a fan base. Everybody's helping him. Calling him a freedom fighter. And he assassinated a motherfucker. And motherfuckers mad at us for just trying to give him a defense. Once we give him the defense, we's good. We don't gotta keep marching and doing all, we don't gotta do all that shit. He got a defense, let's let it ride out. But it's niggas like this, and you can't trust Teva ass niggas with Goku shirts and a gay lisp. You can't trust them, they moist. Yeah, people donated to George Zimmerman. Shit, George Zimmerman sold the gun at an auction, got paid. I don't see no outrage. Now, Karmelo done raised almost $500,000. He had like $430,000, man. And again, it's rare that you see people defend the free-thinking straight black man. Because keep in mind, there was a lot of black folks that threw OJ under the bus. And you do know that it's a white guy who confessed to the OJ crime. And he was killing white women in the same manner in which Nicole Simpson died. And he worked in OJ's house. I forgot that guy's name. Somebody, if you know the guy's name in the chat, I forgot his name. Somebody post the dude's name so I can post it up here. But it's a guy who actually did the killing and he confessed. And there's a lot of black folks that, OJ did it, OJ did it. See, he was framed. Nah, it wasn't no Kato Caitlin. It was another motherfucker. He was a serial killer, man. Glenn Rogers, yeah, he's a serial killer. I watched the documentary and I watched some news reports on him where he was talking about he confessed it in jail. R.I.P. to the juice. You know, R.I.P. to the juice. But yeah, look at this nigga, man.
It don't matter what you do to them. And we got slavery. So since we were in slavery, we can do anything we want to white people because we're a mean, nasty, hateful race, a lot of us. And they're mad at you as a black person because you don't subscribe to that. The boy don't deserve no bond to be lowered. He took somebody else's life who is no longer here. And it's not self-defense because I teach my kid to go tell.
You got a kid? For HR purposes, y'all, whenever you encounter a nigga who speaks like this, always ask them, man, what are your pronouns? What are your pronouns? You know, it's other people who have got bonds for less. I mean, shit. Casey Anthony got a goddamn bond and she killed her kid. She going to Disneyland right now. Y'all ain't in outrage. He just look musty, man. You look like he take one shower a week. I'm trying to save on my water bill. Shout out to 92 Dolo with the 3, man. This is what you call broke wrist energy, leg cross energy.
To leave or to, fist fight, but you don't stab people. So that's the new thing with self-defense now. So It's horrible.
Man, let me tell you something about your community. Your community is one of the most overreacting, violent communities known to men. That LGBTQ community, I've already gave y'all the science on that. If you find yourself in a dispute or confrontation with an LGBTQ rainbow community, broke wrist, Fleece Johnson is my dog community, walk away. It's all about avoidance. See, black men, this is what's good about this show, man. We are learning strategy when we take these cases and break them down to the molecule. We're learning strategy on how we gotta move. See, certain motherfuckers want to win an argument and shit like that. We want to win in life. We know what works for us as a free thinking straight black man. There are a different set of rules for you. So when you're around these zesty files, you gotta just move around, man. Before they call it a hate crime. And who wants to argue with a gay? I'm not about to sit around here and argue with a gay. I won't even argue with my bitch. Argue with a gay? Stop it. You know, and to be a gay man, you don't even dress right. I mean, you know, you really dress like a person with that white van with no windows on it. Avoid niggas like that, man. You gotta avoid niggas like that, man. Niggas like that, man, definitely snatching broads up in the van. You know what I'm saying? Definitely stalking broads online. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bitches got y'all niggas on mute. Y'all been hitting them up, good morning, beautiful, for 2 years straight. For 2 years straight, got yourself lathered in lotion. Got your wife beater on, beating off. Niggas with a face like that beat off the TikTok. It's like he's a master baiter. Hashtag master beta. Oh man. Master beta. But yes, man, we have got to make sure we stay on point for the young brother. He got a $500,000 damn near. I think he should be good on the defense side. He can get these charges dropped down, but be realistic. I know we got big dreams of all these charges being dismissed. It ain't gonna happen like that. They not gonna let it happen like that. They want something. But if you go to that courtroom, he facing the black woman, deceptive ass, and he's accepting the cries of the white.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't mind, what happened?
There was this kid.
This nigga looked like Danny off a Karate Kid. See, putting him up. That's why I want to see if there's other kids out here, man, that's got some footage. Cause they only feeding us what they want, how they want our minds the direction they want our minds to go. There's got to be some kids up there with some Snapchats or something, man, that can show us what really happened.
Before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move.
Yeah, even the Menendez brothers had a defense. They try to say that, they was raped and shit like that. The Menendez brothers was wild as hell. They own Netflix and all types of shit. They own now. Crazy motherfuckers killed their parents. So y'all gonna stop that shit. We gonna at least let the little nigga get a defense.
He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I looked at my mouth.
Now, I done seen pictures of these little young niggas trying to be wiggers and, throwing up gang signs, listening to drill music, thinking that they with the shits and shit like that. Like, typical people who, the typical white kids that adopt the worst part of black culture for recreation. But when it's, and people like, they down. That's why I'm like, I don't take white rappers serious. Because when some tragedy happens, they turn into this. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it out.
Now look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest.
They are very entertained and intrigued by our reality. And they participate in the worst parts of black culture for recreation. But they don't participate in the good parts. Like Black History Month. They're not trying to find out that. No, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me be Chief Keef, the white version. Let me be, Slim Jesus. Till you see some real blood and then you over here, singing like Mariah.
Track, we asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I looked at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So that's just what I saw. And I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
Shout out to Brutal Reviews, man. He say she gave him bail surprisingly, but after the backlash, she'll try to make it up by giving him a full 20-year sentence. See? That's what I said. Shout out to Brutal Reviews, man. Y'all subscribe to the brother. But that's what I'm scared of. Because there's always, when you see black women in power, they're not really in power. They're being controlled. They're really German shepherds, like I've been telling you for the longest. They are the German shepherds of white supremacy. And they get their Scooby snacks off of doing the bidding for white folks. So if the white society deems what she's done to be off code and off the plan, she gonna get right back on track. This is why he don't need to be going to court. Once I saw her with that beard, I said, "Damn, man, it's gonna be tough for him, man. He need that GoFundMe money." Tell you, man, one thing I don't want to see in court. I don't want to see the black woman in court, and I damn sure don't want to see the white woman in court. If I gotta go to court against a white woman, I'm going to jail. I'm just letting you know. If there's a white woman testifying against me, you might as well say, "Free my nigga Jap." I wouldn't even spend money for a lawyer. I'll be like, I tell all my family, save your money, just put it on my books. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. This motherfucker just throwing out anything. I'm smashing Lizzo from the back. Okay. All right, buddy. He had to get that out there. I'm just telling you, it's just been on my mind. She lost a lot of weight. I'm sorry, man. But y'all talk about, oh, look at what happened to Johnny Depp. Yeah, but Johnny Depp's a white man, dog. He got a fighting chance. Me versus a white woman who's God on earth right now? And she cries on the stand? Nigga, I'm cooked. Yo, a white woman crying on stand could testify against me in a fender bender, and I'm gonna do 5 years. They gonna call it malicious intent. You know what I'm saying? They gonna say you tried to run her off the road. Shout out to Eric Ray. He say, I was a juror in a murder case. Black dude on trial. The only holdout was a black woman, even though there was a video of him doing it. Hey, man. We don't need him in the justice system, man. You ain't gonna get no justice, bro. But this just the brother crying. He gonna get on the stand. The mother is gonna be damning. She's gonna talk about some, I raised them every morning. I make him sausage and scrambled eggs. He likes scrambled eggs. And I can't make him scrambled eggs. Bruh. And they start coming out with the handkerchief. Boy. You need $500,000 to compete against that. I don't think the nigga should be stupid and go to court, man. I think that'd be a very bad move, man. I think that'd be a very bad move for him to go to court.
Look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. Yeah. Just that's just what I saw, and I try to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that like that.
Me personally, I'm thinking that both of them was bullies and they fucked around and found out. I don't think they was expecting this shit. I think they've been throwing their weight around with everybody. And they was always known that the motherfuckers not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And they pulled that shit with him.
Family, that man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man.
Yeah, bro. See, you gotta have paper to fight white tears, bro. Now we gotta dig into this father, man, because this father is going at the other family and shit, and they are a married family, kids, well off. They just picked. This again, for all you well-off niggas in the chat, this is the risk you take with trying to raise your kids outside of the environment of the cookout. It's all good till it ain't all good. So they got to take a loss. You gotta pay attention.
In his brother's arms, they were twins, identical twins, and his brother was holding on to him, trying to make it stop bleeding.
Now, see, look how they strategically did this. They put his mug shot up, not his school picture, against the young man, Austin Metcalf's school picture. They already trying to deem him guilty and take away his self-defense claim. in the court of public opinion. That's why he's got this crazy looking mug shot up here. Father crying. Then you got son here looking like an innocent honor roll student. And he's an honor roll student as well, but he don't look like one because you put the fucking mug shot up there. See? It's all strategically done.
And he died in his brother's arms. And I rushed up there, and I saw him on the gurney. And I could tell. They said he wasn't breathing. I could see all the blood. I saw where the wound was.
Understandable.
B10 is there with the 5 say, funny how it's senseless for the stabbing, but it made sense for the white boys to invade personal space and ignore the warnings from Karmelo. Yeah. See, I'm really trying to adopt a Texas mindset. Because in Illinois, that's it. You know you cooked. If you don't run, you cooked. You can't be having a standoff, but Texas got this stand your ground, and you can have this standoff with motherfuckers. So we go, trying to exercise this your rights with this law, man. This is the risk you take, especially being a black man, and you got to have that paper behind you to flex this law.
Still in shock, Jeff Metcalf says a precious memory was made just this past weekend when he took his twin boys hunting. That's where Austin got his first hog. Well, this morning at around 10, he rushed here to Kirkendall Stadium where the Memorial High School student athlete suffered a fatal stab wound during this track and field meet. Frisco police say a fight broke out between two students when one stabbed the other. More than 100.
Now they saying it was a fight. So punches was thrown and things. See, the way that they framed it at first is, oh, he touched him, he pushed him, but then they don't talk about punch me. So if you punch him and he stabs you, that's a different ball game. But they not pushing that. They're not pushing the punch.
Student athletes were participating in this meet. Fortunately, they were safely evacuated. Police arrested the suspect. He is 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony of Frisco. He is now charged with murder. Some students, unfortunately, witnessed this deadly encounter and have been interviewed by police. Despite life-saving efforts, the 16-year-old victim died at the hospital. Austin, his father shares, was born 2 minutes before.
Damn, that motherfucker was 250 pounds at age 16? This big, beefy, goddamn cow. That nigga's a bull. Shit, that's a big kid.
For his twin brother, Hunter, the two inseparable, as you can imagine. Austin is being remembered as an out.
Okay, lots of old Dallas Cowboys players got kids in school out there. Frisco, Plano, Allen, Texas. Trust me, Japs, it's some rich black families out there. Okay. Until some shit happens. And here comes the separation. Time to be white folks, because y'all black folks.
Standing student at Memorial High, his football team's MVP and a young man of faith. His father grappling with loss and forgiveness.
I'm not trying to judge, but what kind of parents did this child have?
Okay. We're going to start right there. Now he want to judge the parents. We gonna look into you, pervert. Pervert. What kind of household was he being raised in? Karmelo's 5'6", 130 pounds for all you ninjas saying he's supposed to fight both twins. Yes, I told you he's the size of a fucking lady boy. From Thailand. You need a weapon. Now he wants to question the parents. These parents are still married. You're a divorced old man and a pervert. Pervert.
But what kind of parents did this child have? What was he taught? He brought a knife to a track meet, and he murdered my son by stabbing him in the heart. The guy was in the wrong place. They asked him to move, and he bowed up. This is murder. I don't know. I know they have someone.
Oh, he asked him to move. Well, told him to move. Then who the fuck is he to be asking anybody to move? He's not security. Second of all, then he pushed him. Then he punched him. He had to have punched him because he said, if you punch me, see what happens. And then this is what happened. So he had to have got punched.
In custody.
Yeah, we do.
And you know what? I already forgive this person.
Already?
Already. God takes care of things. God's going to take care of me. God's going to take care of my family.
So this is the testimony. These are the type of testimonies he's going to be going through in court if he goes to trial. But what pissed me off about this dude is he want to question the parents. Two parent household, you're a divorced ass old motherfucking pervert, and these are your charges. This motherfucker's got a mugshot, and he's been charged with sexual assault, like a goddamn pervert, registered sex offender. Pervert, all a pervert. See, this is when it gets ugly. See, when you get cases like this, they're gonna pull up everybody's background. Sexual assault. This is the daddy. So you can't tell me these kids don't got some type of aggression. You and your daddy go around shooting guns, killing hogs and shit, and he out here trying to take some coochie. What kind of parents are perverts? You know? I know, and you know what's so crazy? You niggas don't want to give Karmelo Anthony the benefit of the doubt, but it's been plenty of you motherfucking niggas giving these perverts on YouTube the benefit of the doubt who are registered sex offenders. As long as they go on that Minister Jap, it's a fun chat. What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all let motherfucking sex offenders in the manosphere. Registered on the books. On the books. I saw it with my own eyes. All of a sudden, this young man don't get a shot. Y'all give motherfuckers a pass for all types of fuck shit. I watch these perverts. This man is a registered pervert. Talking about some, I wonder about the parents. Yeah, the sex offender sphere. The sex offender sphere. Get y'all ass out of here, man, with that shit. I watch niggas, man, doing the Macarena in these goddamn sex offender chat rooms. Niggas crazy. But they saying that because I'm reading a lot of what's going on. Different people are posting on Twitter, man. Make sure y'all get on X, man. Y'all really need to get over there on Twitter, man. Facebook is so watered down. He was allowed at a track meet as a sex offender. It's Texas, man. I don't know what's going on, man. It's Texas, man. They giving everybody the benefit of the doubt except for the young man. Then he gave the sex offender the microphone. He get to talk. You know, he get to talk. But I'm wondering, like I said, y'all got to get over on Twitter, man. They showing a lot of people talking about The police have other video. They have videos of this shit. They have video of it from other kids. Who recorded it. Now, it's gonna really make a lot of people look bad if you see Austin Metcalf on top of him and he got stabbed like this, not standing up like that. If he got stabbed in the tussle, gonna be open and shut case, man. He might get off on that. He might just get off on everything. A punch had to be thrown because a punch was in the warning. A punch was in the warning. Now, if we get video footage and you see Austin, see, we haven't even gotten to the angles of how the knife went into his heart. How was he positioned when he could have got stabbed and Karmelo threw his body off and ran. That's different. The way that they paint it is they standing face to face and Austin, Karmelo just go running after him with the knife. So we got to see what's happening. And I'm mad that a lot of these witnesses, these so-called witnesses, aren't in the report or the report that they're showing us. Because again, like I always say, if you want the truth, you gotta dig for it. Because there's this video floating around of this so-called witness that said that they was there. But I don't know, it's the internet. But everybody's, showing this listening to this audio of this person that said that they was there in the tent.
Like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where.
This is supposed to be a witness that was there. Again, the police have everybody's camera phones and footage that was there. They showing us what they want us to see.
It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet at. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen.
We already went through that. Yeah, we know he on bond. We already went through that. We talked about the judge. We already did that, bro. Appreciate you, fam. Don't come to the cookout late, man. Get your plate, man. Get your plate.
At the same time, they're in the same vicinity, so I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his.
So the witness is saying that they tried to punch on him. And again, that's like I said, that was in the warning. So I would assume that a punch was thrown if a stabbing happened, because that's what was warned. If you punch me, see what happens. Hopefully that guy's credible. Hopefully, he gave a police statement, but we're not getting all the statements from the people because There were more than just these 2 people that was in that report. I think it was like only 2 people in the report. We're going to get to the report, though. But this is a hot one, man, and it's creating a lot of tension between black and white folks. And again, this is what you gotta understand who you are, black man. We don't get white passes. So you could pretend white, but you ain't been white. And for the white folks that y'all be thinking is down, they play black, but they don't want to stay black. You got to live in the reality of being black. As a free-thinking, straight black man, you got to know you got to live in this reality to where the whole world is against you. You have no allies. You know? Now, for the most part, black men and white men been getting along pretty well. Because feminism has both put us in a very uncomfortable situation. But don't rest assured, when they get comfortable, things gonna go back to normal. They're gonna be like, all right, you know, knock it off with that nigga shit. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. And don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Because this shit is getting real.
Today's face-off on Fox Soul. Challengers Quan LX and Big Angry Adams ready to go blow by.
Hold on. What guy screaming free Lil Durk? I hope you ain't talking about me. You don't know who the fuck I am. We ain't screaming that shit over here. I know what's going on. I'm from this city. I'm from that element. I hope you ain't talking about me. Now, this show, I be watching it all the time. This motherfucker's in Texas, man. It's one of the brothers, too, from the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you talk about The Witness. Okay. I forgot this brother's name, man. But him and this other white guy, they be having heated arguments, man. That should be lit. I ain't gonna lie. These motherfuckers be arguing, but they about to argue about this case, man. We got to watch it, man. Let's check it out, break it down to the molecule. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into the police report, you know what I'm saying? And let the lawyers speak, because then we're going to get into the lawyers. So we got to go back. So when we breaking things down to the molecule, we got to listen to what the lawyer's saying, because none of us, well, some of us may be lawyers. I ain't going to discredit you like that. But for the most part, most of us aren't lawyers. Most of us don't know the law to the extent that a lawyer does. So I will listen to a lawyer. Yeah, Cornell. His name Muhammad or Cornell X? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers in the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? All the fruits. You know what I'm saying? All the fruits. You know what I'm saying? All the soldiers, all the MGT and the GCC. Shout out to y'all, man. Next time y'all see me, man, bless your boy with a bean pie and some bean soup, for heaven's sake. I'm trying to get myself right. You know what I'm saying? If you ever had a Nation of Islam fish sandwich, oh my God! Nigga! If you ever have a Nation of Islam fish sandwich on that sweet wheat bread, that shit I had you talking like Dr. Umar. Ooh, I want the fish. Sister, I want the fish sandwich. Sister, I want your fish sandwich. Sister Mother Queen, I need your fish in my mouth. Your fish is so moist. Sister, your brother is in desperate need of some fish with tartar sauce. We be at the bottom. We used to be in the basement of the mosque, eating fish sandwiches and motherfucking in that bean soup. Y'all don't know nothing, man. Y'all don't know about that east side, man. Kids, you get the bean pie after you eat your soup, Malik. After your soup, Malik. Those were the days. You dig? But yeah, let's watch these brothers cook, man. Your fish is moist. Gee, that fish sandwich was so good. That was better than a Doc's fish sandwich, and it didn't even have cheese on it. It was a straight Elijah Muhammad style how to eat to live. Whole grain, sweet wheat, whiting fish, fresh lettuce, picked out the garden of Eden with tomatoes from heaven. And a nice warm. I want your pie, sister. I want your pie, sister. I want your pie, sister. Give me your sweet bean pie, sister. I'm going straight Umar on me. That's how Umar come up in the mosque and freak everybody out, man. What's up with the brother over here, man? What's up with Dashiki boy over here, man? He going a little too crazy about he going a little too crazy about Sister Naima's goddamn bean pie and bean soup. He a little too flirtatious. Gonna have to stick the brothers over there, man, to check him, man, to lower your gaze while you up in the mod. Lower your gaze, brother. For we have to administer discipline, my brother. You must lower your gaze when the sisters are here. None of that Pan-African booty scratching shit will be going on in Mos Mariam. Your Pan-African booty scratching ass up out of here, man. This Muhammad University, you don't be coming up in here with that. Talk about some business without back shots. You know what I'm saying? Brother Mustafa and them gonna kick your ass. You see how big Mustafa is? Farrakhan's son? That man big as hell, man. He big as a fridge. He big as George Foreman. Don't be coming up in the mosque with that shit, Dr. Umar. You know? And go get your daughter off of TikTok. While you talking, you done came in the mosque trying to eat all the fish sandwiches while your daughter's on TikTok twerking, brother. Twerking, brother. You got a school to paint and you got a daughter to go get. Get the hell out. Put the fish sandwich down, brother. Put the fish sandwich down. Follow me. Looking ass. All right, let's let them cook.
I blow on those hot topics. Face Off on Fox Soul starts right now.
That he did it in self-defense.
New documents detail what happened before and after 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony allegedly pulled.
See, man, don't he look like the nigga who killed Young Dolph? See, they make you look bad on these. They make you look bad on these mugshots. That's why I try to tell y'all. It's very important, man. They're gonna be. This is the picture that they're gonna show the jury.
A knife from his backpack and stabbed him. Fox 4's Alex Boyer joining us now live with the latest. Alex.
Hey guys, and in that 7-page arrest warrant affidavit, several witnesses, including Metcalf's twin brother, describe how that deadly encounter went down. The suspect then reported.
Yeah, I want to hear from the other witnesses that was around, man. His brother gonna ride because he had to hold his brother while he was dying, man.
Karmelo Anthony over a seating dispute in the bleachers. Metcalf told Anthony he needed to move from under the team's tent.
He always was one to step up and be the person that would do the right thing. And he was doing the right thing by saying to this gentleman that you're not supposed to be in this tent. This is like because they have personal items there.
Anthony opened his bag and reached inside and said to Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens."
Boom. Now, for my Texas people in here, because we've been going through this for the last few days, and we're on part 3 right now of this series, man. We're gonna probably, man, I don't know. This is gonna probably be, senseless or self-defense is gonna probably be a big series here on this channel. So we're gonna make sure we keep bringing y'all the real with it. Hopefully, this is over in a speedy fashion, man, and they can the lawyers can litigate something that's doable, man. But this touch me and see what happens. This is what my Texas niggas in the chat, they living and dying by that, man. See, we're arguing from a liberal state of mind, from a liberal state. Texas don't play that shit. Florida don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. This is a valid response. Get off my property or watch, type of shit, I done heard motherfuckers get popped stepping on a motherfucking porch in Texas. You come on the wrong porch with the wrong energy. It was a YouTuber nigga, what was that? Nick Fuentes, that clown. Well, he was getting harassed and doxxed online, and somebody was online talking crazy, and they came to his door, rang his doorbell. He came out, hit him with the mace. Took their phone, stepped on their phone. He caught a charge in Illinois. And there were other people from places like Florida and Texas, like, yo, he came to this property, you can stand your ground. We can't do that here. This is unheard of. We don't really have no rights when somebody do something to us. So we'll be in jail.
Metcalf reportedly grabbed Anthony and told him to move.
He knew he wasn't supposed to be there. It was just a tragedy what happened.
That's when Anthony pulled out a black knife and stabbed Metcalf in the chest once before running away.
We still need to see how big this knife is. You know what I'm saying? Because if he walking around with a Rambo knife, god damn, man, that's not gonna hold up too well in court. Like, what would you coming up here to do with a Rambo knife? But if he got a little bitty ass, you know what I'm saying? Boy Scouts knife, he might have a fighting chance. Pocket knives and knives in general at standard issue in Texas, 99% of white dudes wear one daily. So yeah, we don't wear knives like that in Illinois. Maybe in like central and southern Illinois, where there's cornfields and more of a rural area. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't walking around with knives. Some of these broads are. Strippers walking around with knives and mace.
When Anthony was taken into
this round, here's Quanell X.
Charles, we just watched a segment here discussing the tragic loss of life of a young high school student.
I love this show. Man. When they hit that bell, these niggas go crazy.
Student in Frisco, Texas, at a track meet.
Let me go get my Gatorade.
It upsets me because that newscast is full of damn lies. This is a tragic situation where a young man lost his life, yes, But young Karmelo Anthony, in this case, the young man who's been charged with murder, he did not assault anyone in the beginning. He didn't start this fight. The young man approached him with his brother, threatening Karmelo to move out of a spot that was not assigned to anybody. Where Karmelo was sitting, he had a right to be sitting. There was no assigned seating.
I'm telling you, if you guys get a chance, subscribe to this guy, Cornell X. I don't know the white guy's name, you know what I'm saying? But he cooks too, because I've seen him cook Cornell X too. But this face-off show on Fox Soul, y'all motherfuckers subscribe to this shit, man. Just for entertainment, man. These niggas, they have at it. This is better than Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, man. Watching them go at it, oh man.
Anywhere in the stadium that excluded students from sitting in certain areas. Then when they
shout out to the brother, man. Real Talk Single Follow with the support. Who gon' hey, I just seen my nigga Mike Clemens in the building, man. Nigga, hit the super chat, nigga. Show some love, Shouttown, nigga. We need a sponsor in this building today, nigga. Kicked my sister-in-law out my house in 2023. She called the police and said I had a gun. Cops was like, well, he told you to leave. She and her kids had to go. Damn. See, if you'd have did that in Illinois, they would have kicked you out your house and told you to go get a hotel and cool off. They'd have kicked you out your own house for a week. Your ass would be pissed off. Your ass would be pissed off.
Went to Karmelo, he was threatened by both brothers.
Charles,
and he told them, don't put your hands on me. And they threatened to put their hands on him. And he told them, if you put your hands on me, watch what happens. The white kid.
I'm from Dallas, went to a hood school. You go to the wrong tent, you better know somebody, just saying. Okay, shout out to, hey man, tell us how it goes in Texas. I thought about living down there, man. I'm thinking different. Fuck around, get the wrong parking spot. Motherfucker get to stabbing you all up in your butt. Shout out to my nigga Mike Clemens, man. See, I put the call out and the brothers showed up. We got a sponsor in the building, my nigga Mike, 87th Street, Southside, Chi-Town, East Side, Southside. We gonna take this bitch to College Road. We must band together as a free thinking straight black man. Much love for the 50
in this case, punched Karmelo in the face. He didn't push him, he punched him in the face. And then that young man defended himself, and unfortunately, a young student lost his life.
Now, see, the punch in the face thing, that's going to help his self-defense claim. You know what I'm saying? Because that big, beefy motherfucker punching you, motherfucker knock your teeth into your throat.
But Charles, in the state of Texas, you have a right to stand your ground, and if you are the victim of a vicious attack, you can use deadly force if necessary to protect yourself and your life, to stop you from becoming.
That's Texas law. See, that's what they're going to be arguing in court.
A further victim of an assault or a crime. Why is this young man in jail when he didn't start it? He didn't approach anyone. They approached him. They used profane language toward him. They threatened him and then assaulted him, and he defended himself. Why is he in jail? He's defended himself from a vicious attack and assault. So this young man, in my opinion, should not be in jail. Teach your children. Keep your hands to yourself.
Damn. Let him cook. Let that man cook.
That's what needs to be taught here. And to tell this young brother to give up your seat, give me your seat, this ain't no damn Rosa Parks era. You just can't go to a young black man and say, give up your seat. He had a right to sit there. And so that brother had his back of the bus moment and refused to give up his seat, and it cost that young white kid his life.
I rarely say this, Quanell.
Listen, it get interesting because Don't count the white boy out, man. He coming to the cookout with some fried chicken, boy. Don't count him out.
I sometimes internalize it, but shame on you. How absolutely despicable for you to sit here and try to draw this false equivalency between Rosa Parks and this scumbag murderer, right? Shame on you for
Dude, the shit that I be seeing on Twitter too, man, they be using words like scumbag. This is what he's up against, man, getting called a scumbag. Oh my God, I gotta share this. Somebody just did a Tariq. Hey, you seen this new app that turned you into an action figure? They did an FBA starter pack action figure for Tariq. Go on my Twitter, man. I just shared it, man. This shit's fucking hilarious. They calling him a scumbag. Look at this goddamn Cynthia G looking ass judge. Hold on. What did they call this dude earlier today, man? They was talking about they let this monster free. Any of you all riding with this brutal bastard? They was going crazy, man. White folks is pissed right now. They pissed. See, this ain't no Tay-K situation, man. Tay-K was a menace. It's a young brother, man, that got a shot at life.
living a life defined by make-believe racial grievance that you seek a pulpit to lie to people. And let's talk about those lies. Even if you assume everything that is coming out of the Karmelo Anthony camp, even if you assume all of that is true, under the laws of the state of Texas, he is still absolutely guilty of murder, period. Like, you can assume all the fabrications are true. It's still murder, right? You do not have a right to use deadly force in response to a shove.
Now, I'm looking at this on Twitter right now. They still try. They were trying to move the case out of the county. It's going to still stay in Collins County. You got the judge's name is Judge Angela Tucker. We're going to start looking into her. Mods, church members, get on the case. We looking up Angela Tucker. We gotta see what we dealing with Angela Tucker. You know what I'm saying? She might be a Jasmine Crockett, low key. You know what I'm saying? Judge Angela Tucker is a graduate of UT Austin and Deedman School of Law at SMU. She has been licensed for 23 years and has spent her entire legal career in Collins County, handling cases in 3 areas of law heard by her court: criminal, family, and civil. Judge Tucker has served Collins County as judge of the 199th District Court since 2012. This is what they got on her so far. We got to see what kind of cases she tried. And what was the outcome when it came to young brothers? You know what I'm saying? We got to see what's happening. See how she thinks, how she moves, how she sentences the young brothers. Did I read this out? Arlington, Texas. Arlington, Texas, 817 in the building. We riding with Karmelo. If you're from the Dallas-Fort Worth, you know Frisco is an uppity city. Okay. I gotta call my mom. My mama down there in Texas. See what the temperature is like down there, man, with this shit going on.
Or a punch. Now, mind you, all the witness statements are saying it was a shove that was goaded, but let's assume everyone's lying. And
you see how he overlooks the punch, because it had to be a punch that took place, because the punch was a warning. Don't punch me. If you punch me, this will happen. They are overlooking the punch and just talking about he got pushed and then he got stabbed. No, he got pushed, punched, then stabbed. Got to deal with the facts.
And this murderer is telling the truth, you still can't, because the scenario, what you're advocating for, and pulling Rosa Parks into, is that every time someone walks through a club and someone shoves them or bumps them, you can pull out a knife and stab them in the heart and kill them. And I have no doubt that more is going to come out of Karmelo Anthony, that more evidence. Now, there are rumors that I don't want to regurgitate.
Oh, please do.
No.
Please do.
Let's talk about what has been.
Wait till they hit that bell. They gonna go crazy. I don't know why this show ain't bigger than what it is. This show right here is amazing. I love watching this show because once they hit the bell, these motherfuckers be about to damn near fight.
And so that you sent me this weekend when we were discussing it, you sent me the statement by the police chief that turned out to be just fabricated. Somebody out there making believe the FBI is now involved, right? And that people are regurgitating all over social media. And it's all driven on racial lines. You are the one that was calling for Daniel Penny to go to prison for life. Now, mind you, we have this new spectacular game in America, right, where we play white man always bad and evil, black man always good, no matter what happens. The truth is, my feelings on this, if it was a white young man who brought a knife to school, went to someone else's tent.
Listen, they didn't have white men bring guns to church and shoot up a whole church. And you know what the police did for him? Took him to McDonald's. Got him a Happy Meal. So we can't get his young brother a defense? And y'all taking mass murderers and shooters to go get a Happy Meal? Was a Burger King? Y'all let him get a supersized fry and a Pepsi? Got the AC? Are you comfortable? You need us to turn the AC up? Miss me with that fuck shit.
Started being a jackleg, refused to move out, and then pulled out a knife and jabbed it in someone's heart, I would call him a murderer. And if a white kid did exactly what Karmelo Anthony did to a black kid, you would be out here marching in the streets.
Oh, no, I would not be.
People would be burning your life through your teeth.
George Zimmerman with the Trayvon Martin and put his hands on that kid who was doing nothing wrong. And you same white folks found George Zimmerman not guilty of murder when Trayvon.
He did hawk Trayvon Martin down when he could have just walked the fuck around. He was trying to play like he was neighborhood watch police. He thought he was Axel Foley or some shit. And still beat it.
Was defending himself. Right here in Texas, you've had many cases where white men have been assaulted by black men. They use deadly force and they're not charged.
Why are you talking about something else?
You cannot tell me.
Why are you lying about my position, you despicable, shameless liar?
He was assaulted. That young man was assaulted. He was threatened more than one time. He was asked to move from an area he had a right to sit in. He didn't approach nobody. He didn't threaten nobody. That young man.
That is true. He wasn't sitting around making threats. He didn't run up on nobody. Motherfuckers ran up on him. He has a fight if we let him fight.
After being threatened continuously 3 times in a row, was punched in the face. He had a right to defend.
Now that'll get you stabbed. Because motherfuckers, you get punched, you black out. You just, you know what I'm saying? You might snap. That could have been out of reflex.
Himself. So don't tell me that this young man can be threatened multiple times and physically punched and assaulted, and he ain't got a right to put his hands in self-defense on the person assaulting him. And he can use whatever force is necessary to stop the attack.
Why do you just lie?
Shout out to Real Talk Single Father say, white boys tried going to the mosque in South Dallas a few years back with guns, not fucking around coalition, shut that down. Too many blacks with guns. Shut up, man. That was one of the best ideas I have. And that was one of the best names. Besides the Black Cookout Association, shout out to Brother Jedediah, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to get me a shirt, man. Y'all call Brother Jedediah, tell him, man, I'm repping for his shit, man. I'm repping for the National Black Cookout Association, man. But the Not Fucking Around Coalition, that was the best name ever. What was his name? Brother Master J? That was the best. They locked his ass up, though, didn't they? They locked his ass up for pointing a gun. He ain't get no pardon. That motherfucker right there. That was the best name, man, for organization. If I had an organization, I would have named it that too. God damn it, they're not fucking around. These niggas wasn't fucking around. Let these boys cook.
Daniel Penny.
Time.
You brought up Daniel Penny.
I did.
Daniel Penny choked a young man to death on the subway. Right. But that young man hadn't assaulted anybody. He was making threats, but he physically didn't touch anyone. Right. This case was threats backed up by a physical attack and assault that this young man put on that young black brother. That young black brother had a right to defend himself when he was beyond threatened but viciously attacked.
Well, there's another key difference, right? Mr. Penny, right, had a crazy guy going up and screaming and yelling and threatening to kill people, an unhinged guy that should have probably been in a hospital.
The same thing the white boy did to Karmelo Anthony.
You know, not screaming over you. Let me finish, right? And
see, he trying to calm down. As soon as they hit that bell, these motherfuckers it's gonna be spit flying, all types of shit.
Daniel Penny, not using a deadly weapon, restrained him. And I said from the very beginning, there's a real question about where the line was drawn and what he did and if he was alive. Now, the medical examiner came out and they said it turns out that the fellow was still alive when Mr. Penny let him go. But that was a very nuanced situation. But here's a big nuance. I mean, something that you're ignoring is it didn't involve a deadly weapon. But let's talk about examples. So Daniel Penny put up a GoFundMe and it got taken down. Oh, it can't be up. Right? The Anthony family, the wonderful Anthony family that
I'm trying to take his GoFundMe down. What are you talking about? His GoFundMe has went down and came back up 2-3 times over. Stop it.
Raised this murderer, did such a wonderful job.
We know that, DMV. You late to the cookout. He's out, Jap. Motherfucker, you're late to the cookout, nigga. Set your notifications. We deep in the discussion now. Coming with this old information. We've been talking about that.
This defender, right, of liberty, this new Rosa Parks for 2025, as you call them, they put a GoFundMe up for $100,000. It didn't get taken down. The moment, minutes after it got the $100,000, they jacked it up for more money because it's all just a con.
George
it's
Zimmerman
all just
raised
$1
million that was donated to him after
George Zimmerman raised $1 million. God damn.
Killing Trayvon Martin. Kyle Rittenhouse, after he killed 2 people in cold blood, he raised over $1 million. Wait a minute.
Let's
the
talk
officer
about that.
who killed Michael Brown, he raised almost $2 million. So don't tell me that when black folks decide to put money and support behind a young brother who didn't start a fight, who didn't threaten nobody, who was sitting where he could have right to be sitting, was threatened more than one time, was physically attacked, he defends himself.
Hit the bell. Shout out to YGLTB1 with the 20. Say, in this day and time we are currently in, if you accost somebody physically, intentionally, you can't control, dictate, or mitigate the response from the person accosted, right, wrong, or indifferent, extreme, or otherwise. Appreciate that 20, family. And appreciate that comment, man. Let these boys cook.
And then all of a sudden, he's in jail for murder. But guess what, brother? We gonna stand behind ours like you white folks stand behind yours.
Okay, let me be
that young
clear.
brother was attacked.
I know you're yelling
he defended
because
himself.
you really get worked up when you're lying. But let me say.
Yeah, nigga, we standing on FDA business today. We ain't gonna leave that little nigga out there high and dry.
Let me say very clear.
But then it's justified.
Us killing
but
y'all.
we defend ourselves,
now,
it's murder.
Let's
hell with that.
Firstly, George Zimmerman, absolutely a murderer. The officer that shot Michael Brown, there's evidence that Michael Brown attacked him. The question is, there's also some evidence that he was running away that was refuted. That's a very weird situation. It exemplifies wall cops.
But this young man attacked Karmelo Anthony.
Hold on, Mr. Liar in Chief.
No, you're the liar.
No, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, wait till they hit this bill.
White folk hate when black folks
You
defend
brought up
themselves.
George Zimmerman. He was prosecuted. It failed.
And white folks found him not guilty. All white
He was
jury.
absolutely a murderer, in my opinion. I disagreed with that outcome, just like I disagree with the officer that murdered Tamir Rice, not facing charges.
Found not guilty.
You act like, well, he was never charged.
A grand
right?
jury said not guilty. Let him go.
Here's the thing. You act like all white people have this one opinion. What we're only seeing in America right now is the only thing we see is the brazenness of some people. Obviously, it's not everyone that racialize every incident, and they look at it through the prism of race, right? And for you, if you flip,
I'm really surprised that Democrats ain't eating this up right now. I'm surprised that Democrats ain't eating this up right now. Black Lives Matter and all that. Where are they at? Where is Black Lives Matter? Where them dyke hoes at? That is a hell of a question right now. Where are they? When it comes to that free thinking straight black man, they don't got our backs. But they rolled hard for George Floyd, tore cities up for that shit. Where the hell are they at? Where them three gay broads at, man?
the races here, you would be screaming about the entire different thing, and I'd be agreeing with you that was wrong. But you make all of your decisions based on race. Then you lie and scream
that's
and
your
talk.
assessment
no, it's
here.
not an assessment.
Because there's a white victim in this case.
How
I'm sorry,
does
Charles.
Texas law,
He didn't start a fight.
Texas law,
he didn't threaten anybody.
Well, actually,
Carmelo Anthony did not threaten anybody.
Very clear.
I've talked to witnesses. I've talked to the family. I've talked to the grandfather.
Which family?
Carmelo Anthony's family.
Exactly.
And I've talked to his family.
You're getting paid.
Okay, so people are already on the case right now. This is why y'all got to get on Twitter. They already done found the judge's Twitter. She done locked her Twitter down. This nigga talking about some, let's protect our sister and all that. Just shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga. We need to find out how she feel about the free thinking straight black man before we start running around here protect the queen and all this shit. Man, she'll throw that little nigga on there the bus for a better job.
You get paid, not a penny. Yeah, not a penny.
Yet.
But guess what?
I just reposted the screenshots of her Twitter on my Twitter. So y'all go to Twitter right now, man.
I'll say this.
Yeah, where's Van Jones? Where's Don Lemon? Where is Maxine Waters?
To you.
Don't say it.
Not only am I not getting paid, I'm sending some of my money to his defense fund.
Okay, hey,
because that young brother
let's
deserves an adequate and thorough defense, and I'm donating to it, and I pray others do also.
So if he has such a valid defense, why are there so many lies swirling around in the slurry of social media that first it was that there was past encounters between these brothers and Mr. Anthony, his girlfriend, that they robbed Mr. Anthony, that they attacked him and beat him up, and he was looking at his life was threatened. When none of it occurred, there's very detailed witness accounts that are available.
But there's all kinds of lies going on. There are all kinds of lies going on.
Actually, there's not, right?
Now, what about this one?
So I read
now, this young man was killed.
Y'all say, where's Al Green? Al Green. What? Yeah, Al Green's be out here swinging his cane right now. You know what I'm saying? Swinging his cane at niggas right now.
Yeah, I can yell too. No, you interrupted me.
You opening your mouth to me like that. Don't frighten me. You white folks are reaping what you sow.
White folks.
You're reaping what you sow.
White folks
are reaping what you sow.
So what did Austin Metcalf deserve to get murdered in your book?
When he threatened more than once.
Okay.
When he approached
What did he say?
Let me finish.
What did he say?
When he threatened that if he did not give up his seat, what he was going to do.
What did he say
when
he
he
was going to do?
threatened that young man
What did he say?
that if you don't move, I'm going to punch you in your face.
Okay.
2. 3, when he decided that he was going to take his hand, punch that innocent kid in the face.
I believe he got punched in the face and then dude got stabbed. Real talk. That was the warning. And they keep trying to glaze over that part about being punched.
Who didn't threaten him, who was not breaking any laws, who was not violating no school policies.
Y'all say, where's Kanye West? Hold the fuck up! I got the best one. Where is Jedediah? Huh? Where is Jedediah? No, everybody hit that nigga up, man. Where the fuck is Jedediah, man? Where is Jedediah, man? I'm not going. I ain't trying to hear this shit. I ain't trying to hear this shit, man. Hold on. What's his last name? Hold on. Jedediah. Hold on. Hold on. Is it Jedediah Brown? Hey, the National Black Cookout Association, where the hell is Jedediah Brown? Y'all said when the shit go down, you call Jedediah Brown. Where the hell is he at? We got our second sponsor in the building, man. Let me make sure I get him a wrench. Shout out to YGLTB1. Showing love in this chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your wrench in this building. You know what I'm saying? A self-defense claim was made by Jose Alba, a store clerk who stabbed Justin Simon, a black man, in the neck and chest multiple times. Subsequently, Mr. Simon died from those injuries. The police arrested Alba. However, the charges were later dismissed. Was that in New York? Because we talked about that yesterday. Was that the guy who owned the bodega in New York, and the girl said, I'm about to go get my boyfriend. She went and got the boyfriend. He came back, and then he ended up stabbing him, and then they took him to jail. I think that was New York, because that was a story we were talking about, but I didn't know names. I didn't know names. But where the fuck is Jedediah Brown? Somebody tag him right now. You know, where's the LGBTQ community? Since y'all fight for rights and shit. But what the guy that shout out to YGLBTD nigga 1. Are you talking about you talking about New York? Okay, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Make sure you watch man, we on a series right now. This is part 3. And Jedediah from Texas, man, I bugged up. I bugged the fuck up. Jedediah Brown, you better get your ass down to Frisco. Now listen, I don't want to hear shit. You came to Chicago and turned up for Tiffany on Tiffany Hilliard. Somebody tweet that man right now. At him right now on YouTube. You tell him Minister Jap want his National Black Cookout t-shirt first of all. Second of all, nigga, if you don't get your ass down to Frisco and turn up, I want to see you getting kicked out of every courtroom. Man, do this shit for the culture. Say, where's Dave Chappelle? Where's Michelle Obama? Nah, man. This case needs Jedediah Brown on it, man. I don't feel right. I ain't gonna be able to sleep right, knowing that Jedediah ain't down there, man. Nah, man, this shit, it just don't feel right, man. This shit don't feel right. And he need to give me my goddamn National Black Cookout t-shirt. This shit don't feel right. You say he from Texas? I'm gonna email him. I'm gonna inbox him. I bet not. Let me see if I can find this nigga on Twitter, man. I'm gonna follow this nigga right now. Let me see, man. Let me see, man. Here go this nigga right here. Is this nigga right here? Niggas always be wanting to wear hats and try to look like, you know what I'm saying? Try to look like they motherfucking rappers and shit. Is this nigga, man? This nigga ain't tweeted since 2022. Dude, Jedediah Brown need to be down there turning up. That man is a legend. He need to be popping up outside Austin Metcalf in them house like he did Tiffany, man. Come on, man. Don't stop. These niggas, I don't think he got a Twitter like that. Somebody find that nigga, man. Find him and tell him you owe Minister Jap a shirt.
Procedures. When he did that, he crossed the line.
He was violent.
And it gave Karmelo Anthony the right to defend himself. Karmelo Anthony was not the instigator. He was not the initial aggressor. The instigator, the threatener, and the initial aggressor, Mr. Metcalf, died. He brought that on himself.
Okay, that's a disgusting take, right? But you said he wasn't breaking any rules. Was it a violation of school policy to come to the track meet armed with a deadly weapon?
Now,
yes or no?
Wait a minute.
Yes or no?
It was that kind of knife.
Yes or no?
It was that kind of knife.
Yes or no?
It was not that kind of knife.
Well, what kind of knife was it?
That's the lie being told.
No.
It was not no butcher knife, no kitchen knife. It wasn't no buck knife. It wasn't that kind of knife.
What kind of knife was it?
See, I'm going to be quiet right now. It's going to come out.
Oh,
those knives that he used were the same ones they used to help put them tents up.
Okay, so he was armed with a knife.
Everybody, a lot of kids had those knives putting those tents up. It's a custom knife that they used to put those tents up. He didn't.
So we still speculate. We don't know what kind of knife he got. You say he's live right now? You tell him to come over here, man. We need a National Black Cookout t-shirt for Minister Jap, and he need to be down there cooking. I want to see that man down there doing the same shit he was doing in Dalton. Shout out to Jedediah, nigga. Tell him to get his ass over here. Where's D.L. Hughley? Where is D.L. Hughley? Nigga.
Bring no weapon like that.
Are you allowed to carry a knife at school?
Charles, it was not that type of weapon.
Okay. Was it a knife
at all,
or not?
Charles? It was something that they used to help erect tents.
Okay. Who told you this?
All of them. Let me say this to you, Charles. I'm not going to get too deep into that
I get
point.
that.
Yeah, where's Roland Martin?
Had Karmelo been in trouble before for carrying a weapon at school?
I don't know anything about this.
You don't know anything about it. Okay, so we can agree, though, that it is in fact a violation of policy to have a deadly weapon at a track meet. Yes, sir?
Where's Cornel West?
Or no? Yes or no? Can we agree
He
to
didn't
that?
bring that type of weapon.
Okay.
He did not.
Did he have a weapon hidden in his backpack?
He used a weapon to defend himself,
Did he
Charles.
open up his backpack?
He used a
and
weapon to
say,
defend himself.
I dare you to touch me.
No, Charles.
Well, so
he had a
everyone's
right
lying?
to do that.
Oh, well, really?
You know where Umar at. Umar around here chasing some pussy. Umar is chasing ass cheeks right now. He ain't thinking about this shit.
Nothing wrong.
Really?
If you in my face threaten to do bodily harm to me, if you threaten me over and over to do bodily harm to me, and then you punch me in my face, because he got a right to use whatever force necessary to stop that attack.
So what you're saying is if it turns out that everyone that was there that gave witness statements that have been published, if they weren't lying.
Well, as Amanda says, going live in the house, having a meltdown, drunk off the wine, with no man. With no man and an unshaved coochie. With no man and an unshaved coochie fighting the powers.
And he didn't punch him in the face, right? If they didn't threaten him with physicality, he didn't punch him in his face, do you still think that murder was okay?
I've talked to two students.
Do you still think that murder was okay?
Deeper. I've talked to two students who were right there, Caucasian students.
Okay.
And
nigga said, where's the pilgrim? Churning butter.
They told me, yes, he was punching the face.
Who were those students?
I'm not going to name them.
Okay, of course you're not.
But those two
because you're
students,
lying to Fox Soul.
you are damn lying.
No, I'm not.
I talked to those two students.
You are the same
and
person.
They admitted that he punched that boy in the face after threatening him, Charles.
Okay. You are the same person that sent me this narrative along with a false police chief statement.
That was put out there before the public, yes.
Right? The thing is, you are just regurgitating lies that are all designed that you wouldn't. And my whole problem.
This is how Twitter is right now. It's black folks and white folks arguing about this shit all day, man. It's so entertaining.
It's not that my whole problem
if
is
he punched him in the face.
My whole problem.
So if he threatened him and punched him, was that self-defense?
No, it's still not a tactic.
So if you
want me to
threaten that kid over and over.
See, it is self-defense, but what they're saying is that it's overboard. But from what Texas says, you can go overboard. So I don't know, man. Shout out to Brutal Reviews. Say, you made me think of Sheldon Daniels, who's running against Jasmine Crockett. He's in Texas too. Okay, I got to check him out, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope Jasmine Crockett get locked up for something. I don't care what it is, man. Lock her up for traffic. Lock her up for a DUI. I don't care. I just want to see the cuffs on her. I don't care. I don't like her. I don't like the bitch. You know?
And punch him in the face. You can't use no force necessary to stop that attack. So Texas don't have a standing ground law.
Do you want
Texas don't have a standing ground law?
Not in that context.
Oh,
no.
stop it,
I think you
Charles.
misunderstand it.
No,
if
he got a standing ground law, Charles, and he stood his ground.
Okay, you're lying.
He stood his ground,
And I don't
Charles.
know for sure, although I know you're a very intelligent man, so I think you're knowingly lying as opposed to just.
No, you
but
just
my
don't like
problem,
him putting the wrong
my
truth
real
in your
problem
face.
with this.
What if Kanye West go down there with a Klan, with the black Klan suit on? Nigga, that would break the internet. That'd be fucking hilarious. Where's Dirk Nowitzki? Y'all invited him to the cookout when he married the black woman. They need to have Kanye come down there with that motherfucking that KKK.
It's not that you're wrong about Texas law. My real problem with this is that this incident has made it glaringly clear that you are willing to take whatever position you have to take, irrespective of the truth.
Where's Moise Watkins? Oh, boy's doing chores. His old lady got him doing chores. He doing chores right now. He mopping floors in the house right now and shit like that. Vacuuming. He washing dishes right now.
Based purely on skin color. And that's repugnant. In Texas, right? So let me educate you about self-defense. He did not have the option to escalate to the use of a deadly weapon and deadly force in response to any sort of just shove, or even if it was a punch, right? You can't pull out a gun and shoot someone that punches you.
So what can you do if you get punched?
Hold on. In
Texas,
you can punch them back. You can shove them back. No, it's true.
You got a right to stop the aggressor.
No, you don't have
a right
to
to
use
stand
deadly
your
force.
ground and stop the aggressor.
Again, this is what goes back. If I was the lawyer, I would argue, if this was ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if this was a woman being punched and threatened, pushed, punched, and threatened to get out here, and that woman stabbed him, would you not view this as self-defense? Because he is the height and the weight of a woman. And these gargantuans just assaulted him. Case dismissed. I'm telling you, this would be a whole different dynamic if this was a black woman that did the stabbing.
I think that we live in a state where every time someone shoves or punches someone, the other person can pull out a gun or a knife and kill them.
This is what I believe.
Yes or no?
This is what I believe.
No, you're going to lie.
That's what Texas laws say. If anything, this case might fuck up laws in Texas. This case might fuck up laws in Texas.
Go up to someone and you threaten them, continuously threaten them, and then you follow up on that threat and physically attack them and assault them. Like
I said, if you ran up, if a gay man say, "Don't touch me," if you touch me, see what happened. If you punch me, see what happened. If it was a gay man that did that and he got stabbed, this would not even be a discussion. This is why I tell y'all, the free-thinking straight black man is in danger. This would not even be a case if it was a gay man or a transgender or a woman. It wouldn't even be a case. It'd be like, oh, you were attacked because of your orientation. Yeah.
Got a right to use whatever force is necessary to stop the aggressor.
Okay.
That's what I believe, and that's what took place in this case.
So here's a truth for you. If you have to make stuff up to justify what you're arguing, you don't have an argument, right? And the truth is, the scenario, the Texas and America that you're arguing for, and you're only arguing for it because the murderer is black.
Yeah, if this would have been Jussie Smollett, they would have dropped the charges. If it would have been Jussie Smollett that did the stabbing, they would have dropped the charges. Trust me.
Right? If the murderer was white and the victim was black, you'd be leading marches in the street.
No, I would
People would be
not.
burning stuff down. But that's a whole different deal. You want an America.
That's a fact. Now, I will say this. We got to learn from white folks and their tragedy. This is a white folks tragedy. I promise you they're not going to burn down Frisco. Really think about that. We go through our tragedies, you know what I'm saying? We got a culture that we trying to fix, you know what I'm saying, and correct the errors of it. And when we go through our tragedy, what do? Tear our own shit up. I promise you. Who want to bet me? Ain't no white folks gonna tear up Frisco. And second of all, they damn sure ain't gonna let the black community come in there and start tearing shit up. They're gonna go to their Catholic churches, say their Hail Marys, and go home. They not even gonna go as far as to say, we're gonna band together, get all our white brothers and sisters, and go to that nigger community and tear their shit to pieces. They not gonna do none of that. Ooh, good one. Where is Colin and Kaepernick? You want to lose your NFL job being a goddamn revolutionary. Fluff up your afro and get down there and get to marching, asshole.
And you can't even see the slippery slope. You want an America where every time someone punches somebody on a campus,
somebody said, where's the ISUPK? They don't need to listen. Please, we don't need the ISUPK going down there. Read! An eye for an eye, a tooth for a toothfish. And see, this is the white man getting what he deserves. Them niggas that kick this shit off. And them niggas coming down there dressed up like Mortal Kombat, ready for action. Them niggas dressed like straight motherfucking Sub-Zero.
Fatality.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas coming down there on good bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Good bullshit.
An airport and wherever, if they can get their hands on a deadly weapon, they can open up their bag and say, hey, you better not touch me or else, and then shove a knife in someone's heart or shoot a gun through their chest. That's the America you want.
I want an America to where if you are not a double standard America, not a two-system justice America.
That's all you want.
Not laws for white folks and black.
Yo, to sum that up, he just said something that makes sense. It's a two-system. And I'm just telling the free-thinking straight black man what our system is. I know it ain't right, but it's real. I don't want to, but we the fuck, nigga. I'm telling you about reality, nigga. Now you could try your luck playing around in a system, or you can take your ass home. What you want to do? Most of y'all got a fat bitch at the crib right now. You can't wait to get it home to, nigga. Nice and warm, nigga. Nice and warm and jiggly like you niggas like them. Stop playing with me. I know what you niggas out here doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the list and I got your emails. I seen y'all niggas at Ass Eaters Anonymous. You thought I wasn't going to catch you? Yeah, Minister caught you niggas. Keep your hands to yourself before I put you out there. Fucking beard smelling like breath and booty crumbs, nigga. Most of you niggas in this chat fucking these heavy breathing heifers. Niggas want a heavy breathing hoe. You're a heavy breathing hoe. Y'all seen that nigga on TikTok and Instagram, man, that just be doing these sexual massages with these big hoes? They just be greasing them up. He got his shirt off, and these bitches just all you see is just dimples and shit. They look like a blew up garbage bag of lumps and potatoes. He just rubbing them and shit. You know what I'm saying? He picking their legs up and bending their legs all up. Y'all seen that nigga? Y'all seen that nigga, man? That nigga in violation, man. But we gotta listen to what these lawyers are saying about this case. You know, these lawyers are it's a lot of these lawyers that got YouTube channels, man. Legit lawyers, man. Start watching these motherfuckers, man. So you can brush up and just know a little bit about the law, man. Because right now you don't know nothing. So you talk about the white man and white man's law, but hey man, listen to what he's talking about with these laws so you can know how to play it. That's what you gotta do, nigga.
Not in this circumstance. Two young men of similar size and strength, athletes, simply grabbing someone is not. Now, might that be an unlawful battery? Sure, I guess you could make that argument. That Anthony.
See, he about to break it down the white way.
he had in his bag upon Austin Metcalf. If you're ever compelled to use force in defense of yourself or your family, the good news.
Here you go, this nigga running commercials. Hold on, let me skip past this fuck shit, man. Let me blow this fuck shit up, man. Yeah, this nigga want to talk commercials and shit. This motherfucker look like the general manager at Denny's or some shit. He worked at Denny's with his big head ass. So we gonna get into this police report. And listen to this lawyer break down this police report, because I want to see, we got to get all aspects of it, man. We can't have a bias towards it. Even though we riding for the brother, we still want to be realistic. Like I said, we want to hope for the best, and we want to know what's really going on and what he's facing.
Polls on this one on Twitter. I asked, what likely verdict do you think the police report will support? Now, Karmelo Anthony has been charged with murder, obviously an unlawful killing. He's going to be claiming self-defense, a justification for that killing, which would make it not a crime. So we're looking at either murder or a justified homicide, or potentially somewhere in the middle, what might be a voluntary manslaughter. So we'll talk about all of that in the context of Texas law applied to the facts of this case. What do we got first? Murder. Texas Penal Code 9.02. It's kind of a jumbled statute. So
we gotta know about Texas. Don't come in here with your New Jersey, Chicago, St. Louis, California mindset. Gotta have a Texas, stand your ground, we ain't fucking around mindset.
I'm going to skip this part 8 to get to the actual crime here. What does it take to have committed murder under Texas law? Well, you commit the offense of murder if you intentionally cause the death of an individual. That's one way to commit murder. Did Karmelo Anthony intentionally cause the death of Austin Metcalf?
No, he didn't intentionally do it because he was asking, is he okay? So he didn't think that the dude was dead. So that's thrown out. And that's on record, him asking the cops. So the intention of him being killed, you know what I'm saying? And that would be him going up there looking for that motherfucker. It's like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, and plus you got ran up on. So the intention to murder wasn't there.
Well, he stabbed him in the chest, stabbed him in the heart with a knife. You're presumed to intend the natural consequences of your conduct. You stab someone in the heart with a knife, you know you're likely to kill them, so you're intending the natural consequences, their death. That's murder. Now, importantly, it's murder unless it can be justified as self-defense. Self-defense is a legal defense to this conduct. If you did this, if you intentionally stab someone in the heart with a knife, but you can meet the conditions of the self-defense justification, then this is not a crime. It's not always lawful to kill people. Sorry, it's not always unlawful to kill people. If they're killed in lawful self-defense, the killing of another person is simply not a crime. Or alternatively, you commit murder if you intend to cause serious bodily injury and commit an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes the death of an individual.
Okay, so we get it. We know what murder is. Let's get into this motherfucking this police report.
Already talked about murder. Here's the murder statute again. But if we go all the way to the bottom here, we have this paragraph D. Now, voluntary manslaughter typically occurs when you want to cause harm to someone. Maybe you even want to kill them, but you're acting under what's called adequate provocation. You're acting in hot blood. You came home and found your wife in bed with another dude.
So this is what we hoping for, involuntary manslaughter. I mean, we hoping for nothing, but that's not realistic.
Or things escalated from a traditional fist fight to something more life-threatening than that, something that made it a hot-blooded killing instead of a cold-blooded, premeditated killing. And it's the hot-blooded killing that mitigates what would have been murder down to manslaughter. The idea is that your heightened emotional state made it impossible for your mind to form.
Oh, so that's what a cold-blood killing is. When you have no emotion, when you're not mad, you just killing. Like, fuck it, nigga. That's some weird. That's a cold-blooded killer would be like that representative of the LGBTQ. Jeffrey Dahmer. I still ain't heard the LGBTQ community apologize to his victims and the victims' families since he represented your team. He played for y'all team. He waved y'all flag. Trevor Moses, black man, was arrested and charged with second-degree battery after witnesses identified him in a January 26th assault of Christopher Temple. A white man later died from his injuries. The white man attacked the black man from behind. See the video. I gotta check that out. Shout out to you, bro. Hey man, start emailing me, man. Sound like you got you know all the scoops. You got all the news. Is that Texas or where that's from? So just send me the email. I need to watch that video. I need to watch that one.
Form the specific premeditation required for the crime of murder, so they mitigate it down to manslaughter. The way Texas does that is as so in this paragraph D, at the punishment stage of the trial. So what this means is you've been charged with murder. You go to trial on murder. You get tried on the charge of murder. The jury convicts you of murder. Now you're at the punishment. The guilt stage of the trial is over. You've been found guilty of murder. Now the judge has to sentence you. This is the punishment stage of the trial, post-conviction. At that punishment stage, the defendant, now the convicted, can raise the issue as to whether he caused the death under an immediate influence of sudden passion arising from inadequate cause. So something that would have made anybody hot-blooded. If the defendant proves this is what happened by a preponderance of the evidence, instead of the killing being a felony of the first degree and potentially life in prison, it's mitigated down to a felony of the second degree, which carries a sentence of 2 to 20 years.
Okay. If we can get that second degree murder and get that 2 years, I consider it a win, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I would consider it a win. If he get 2 years for second degree murder, he can get out in about a year. Good time programs, shit like that. But the only thing is he's in Texas and he's going to be with violent offenders because this is a violent offense. So he got to make it through that shit. This ain't no check fraud. This ain't no dope case. You're going to be in there with the motherfuckers. You're going to be in there with Fleece is my dog. Ass niggas. You're going to be in there with Fleece in them. That's the thing that scares me about that. I'm hoping he can get that. Anything less than 5. I just want to be realistic. I hope he don't do nothing, but man, that's a high hope. Real talk, single fathers, anything less than 5 years is a win. Yeah. If he can get that 2-piece, oh, that's a win. That's a win. He can get out by the time he's 19. You know what I'm saying? Go to community college or something like that. You know. Try to pick up the pieces of his life. He got a good support system. His family is well off. He got a good support system. Coaches might not take him. If it's political enough, if it's publicized enough, maybe the HBCUs might give him a chance on the field. Nah, see, Chuck, you don't know what's going on in today's day and time. Let me tell you something, Chuck. Say nobody will hire him. Bullshit. Bullshit, Chuck. I thought that was some bullshit, Chuck. But it's niggas out here that are registered sex offenders getting jobs like a motherfucker. Getting jobs like a motherfucker, nigga. And they on YouTube flexing, talking about hoes, and they getting hoes like a motherfucker. Nigga, these motherfuckers, they not writing off no shit like this, bro. I done seen it, man. I'm just telling you. I'm being real with you. Think nobody gonna hire him, nigga. Y'all are hire him, nigga. Let him start a YouTube channel. Y'all gonna go crazy. Same niggas talk about, oh, they won't hire them. Y'all the same niggas that let registered sex offenders in the manosphere talk crazy about the church. Yeah. Y'all the same motherfuckers that show wild support for niggas that sit down with Fleece Johnson and let motherfuckers sex play them and talk about how pretty they are and they like to touch their booty. These are rapists here. Y'all booking rapists out here, so I don't want to hear nothing about they won't hire a murderer. Nigga. Knockitoff.com, nigga. Y'all give everybody a goddamn chance, nigga. But this young man, you see what I'm saying? But this young man, y'all will give every fuck nigga a chance. But this young man, what do you have against the free thinking straight black man? Where y'all are riding or dying with rapists and rapist supporters. Tell you one motherfucker you'll never find on my goddamn channel. Never find me sit down by no goddamn Fleece Johnson or no sex offenders. Or no geechies. I ain't sitting down with no trannies, no broke wrist niggas, none of that. Cut it out.
Instead of possibly life in prison. So this is what most states would call voluntary manslaughter, a mitigated form of cold-blooded murder. Now, what is it? Then you have to go all the way back up to the statute to find out what they meant when they said adequate cause and sudden passion. It's a very weird way to structure a statute. Adequate cause necessary for a finding, a mitigation to manslaughter, would mean cause that would commonly produce a degree of anger, rage, resentment, or terror.
I forgot the name of this guy, this lawyer, but I'll be watching his channel. It's him and another lawyer that I watch. And I watch Law and Crime, their channel too. You get to see a lot of stuff about these cases. I forgot this guy's name, but y'all gotta check this guy out, man. Let me go. He's gonna break down his goddamn paperwork. Let's see what's up. Now we're gonna get to this.
Officer Eduardo Cortez at Fort Frisco Police Department. Arrest reports. Anthony. Oh, it's Karmelo Sincere. His middle name is Sincere. That's nice. Karmelo Sincere Anthony, age 17, born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, employed as a cashier at HEB, started.
Young niggas. Let me holler at y'all because I need to talk to y'all. You young niggas, man. You out here, you get caught in a situation. I'm going to tell you like my lawyer told, well, one of the lawyers for my other cousin, he got into a bogus ass situation before he graduated high school and ended up having to go to the military to get out of this motherfucking charge that he got. I think it was like a robbery or something. It's always good to look good on paper, and having a job shows you got something to do and you don't just be sitting around doing nothing. So when your ass get charged, they be like, what do you do with your life? Oh, just sit around, you know what I'm saying, smoke za and post on Instagram. Gotcha. I got a nice cot for you at the county jail. Having that job, having that clean cut, wearing that suit, might save your ass about 6 months. Tell you one motherfucker you'll never find on my goddamn channel. Never find me sitting down with no trannies, no broke wrist niggas, none of that. Cut it out. Dumb ass. Some of y'all think that information is irrelevant until that motherfucker happen to your motherfucking sons or your little nephews. And you be like, damn, this little stupid motherfucker want to go in here thinking Chief Keef, don't got no job, don't go to school. The judge is going to fucking factor all of this in on letting you get bail. Because they be like, okay, you don't do shit with your life. So if I let you get bail, you might catch another charge being bored doing nothing. But when you got a job, you can I'm not saying get away with shit, but they're more inclined to be a lot more lenient to you because you look like you're doing something and you might have just made a mistake. Dumbass. Let's cook.
April 2nd. He started that day. The day he stabbed Austin Metcalf is the day he started his job as a cashier at HEB.
So what? Hey, so what? It's better than walking in that courtroom without a job. I'm telling you, the lawyer's gonna tell you everything from what to wear, how to talk, who to talk to. They're gonna tell you to take that shit off your social media, or better yet, shut your social media down while this whole thing is going. You're gonna get coached through the whole thing. If you ever caught a little mean case, man, and that's how you beat it. A good lawyer and that can coach you through everything. Like I told you, my lawyer told me what tie to wear, what color tie not to wear. He was, man, my lawyer, man, was so serious about this shit, man. Shout out to Attorney Hayes, man. He was like, Jap, you gotta wear a white shirt. I remember the first time I came in there, I had like a black shirt or a gray shirt. He's like, don't ever come into court again without a crisp white shirt. White shirt. He was like, if I have to, I'll buy it for you myself. But don't ever have me coming in the courtroom representing you, and you don't got on a white shirt. I was like, I got you, fam. Because, and like, shout out to Sister Miriam, man. Shout out to Sister Miriam, man, holding down this chat room, man. Like she said, man, optics matter. Optics matter, man. And I never really, because this was so long ago. I mean, man, this probably was like 2011 or something. So I never got a chance to really ask him, what's the big deal about the white shirt? I just listened to him. Because I just wanted to get the shit over with.
I'm pretty sure he's not employed there anymore. Charged with Penal Code 19.02C. Let's see. 19.02C. Yeah, that's just murder, first-degree murder. So, narratives, initial narrative. Officer Eduardo Cortez at April 2nd, 2025 at 10 o'clock in the morning. Staley School Resource Officer Cortez, that's this guy, heard over the radio dispatch call out a stabbing at the stadium. Frisco PD indicates an athlete was stabbed. The suspect was reported being a black male wearing a gray hoodie and blue sweatpants. I left my office, ran across the parking lot.
See, they in this police report, it's no kids. But see, that's another thing too. Oh, I didn't think about that. He's 17. His name and his image can be shown because they view you as an adult. But a lot of these witnesses might be underage because the person that he killed was 16. Others might have been 15 or even younger. And I don't think that they could get a witness statement without their parents present. And I don't think that they could give that. Am I not right about that? Can you not give out the statements that kids make to the public? Like they protect it because they're minors, so we only can see the adults' testimonies. Isn't it something like that? You know, I know the parents have to be there when they get the statements and shit like that, but I don't know if they can release that because they can't release names. They can't release kids' names and shit like that. So there has to be a lot more because he was in a circle full of kids. So I'm sure it's more statements than just these few people in this report, because this report is kind of lightweight. I think it's only like 17 pages. You think it's going to be a Bible for a murder with all these witnesses.
To the stadium as they entered, 2 high school age students informed me the victim was on the north end by the bleachers. I proceeded to the north end of the stadium on foot, got closer, saw the Memorial High School tent with multiple individuals. Arrived, an adult male who was on the track pointed out the suspect. The individual that was pointed out to me was a black male wearing a gray hooded sweater and dark colored Nike pants. The suspect at this point was on the track on the north end. There was a chain link fence that separated me from the suspect. I gave the suspect instructions to keep.
So this is a police statement, so no witnesses. You say no witnesses attached to it? See, we got to see what these witnesses say, but I'm wondering if they're going to allow these witnesses' testimony to be public because they might be minors, like real minors, like 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, and shit like that.
Here, the suspect said verbally out loud, "I was protecting myself." So there's the claim of self-defense right there. That alone is probably enough for Karmelo Anthony to meet his burden of production and be privileged to argue self-defense in trial. It doesn't take much. It takes more than zero evidence, and that's probably enough right there. His self-serving statement upon first contact with police. It should be noted, the officer says, that I had not questioned him about the incident when he made that comment. The reason the officer is saying this is because before he's allowed...
Because he didn't read him his Miranda rights when he said that shit. That's exactly probably what he's about to say.
To question a suspect as a suspect, he has to read him his Miranda rights.
Yep.
If he doesn't do that, whatever results from the question...
That's why you got to teach your sons to...
Shut the fuck up! Questioning would be excluded from evidence, would not be admissible as evidence. Obviously, they want to admit this statement into evidence. They want to make sure there's not going to be a Miranda issue. He made this statement before I sought to question him. So therefore, before I was required to Mirandize him. So the fact that he wasn't Mirandized is irrelevant. This statement, I was protecting myself. I'm the guy who stabbed him, but I did it in lawful self-defense, will be admissible in evidence. I asked him if he had any weapons. He said no. I patted him down for weapons while we were walking along the fence, did not locate any. I instructed the male to continue walking along the fence, which he complied towards an area where there was an opening.
See, that's a good thing too. He didn't run away from the police. You know what I'm saying? He didn't run away from the police, which is good. I don't think it was a good look for him to toss that weapon per se, but it wasn't a good idea to have it in your hand when the police run up on you, because then it could have turned to a situation. Put the weapon down. Pow, 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 pow. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fucked up, man.
The suspect said he put his hands on me. I then detained the suspect in handcuffs behind the back, had him sit on the ground. Officer A. Ricky had arrived on the scene. I conducted another pat down, searched his person after he gave me consent, no weapons located. While he sat on the ground, I advised that I had the alleged suspect. The suspect then responds and says, "I'm not alleged. I did it." Still would be admitted.
Damn. I seen the email, bro. I'm gonna check that article out, man. Appreciate you, bro. I got the email. You know. Shout out YTGBTB1. That nigga username is that nigga screen name is a password.
And of course, as I noted, required for self-defense. You're not saying it wasn't me. You're saying it was me, but I did it in self-defense. Next, Officer Ricky and I walked the suspect to the patrol vehicle, the other officer's vehicle. As we were walking to the squad car, the suspect was emotional. He said, He put his hands on me. I told him not to. I did not question the suspect. Again,
he just running his mouth again.
Shut the fuck up!
Talk to your sons, brothers. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Avoiding Miranda issues here. I did not question the suspect about the incident while he was escorted to the patrol vehicle. I searched this person once again, had him sit in the back seat. When the suspect was in the back seat, I noticed fresh blood on his left middle finger. I verbally acknowledged that I saw the blood out loud so that it would be captured on my body-worn camera. It should be noted that the suspect asked me, is he going to be okay, while he was in the back seat. Again,
that's going to help his case because it shows that he didn't have the intention of killing him. He was like, he probably just wanted to hurt him a little bit where he could still, he thought he was still alive.
This is just evidence consistent with him having been the person who delivered the stab wound. Officer continues, I then identified the suspect. He provided his name and date of birth verbally as Karmelo Anthony, black male with a date of birth, whatever. I ran that through Frisco PD dispatch. Officer Hancock arrived on scene, remained with me and the suspect, checked via eSchool, a database for Frisco Independent School District students to confirm his identity. It matched the individual I had in custody. Sergeant Holland transported the suspect to the Frisco PD. Hancock and I transported him to the FPD jail. I was advised by the sergeant to transport him to Frisco PD jail. Again, I did not question Karmelo about the incident. Upon arriving at the jail, Karmelo was escorted to the intake area.
I'm like, damn, why they didn't read him his rights before they drove him to the jail? When they gonna fucking read him his rights? Oh, when they get him in the interrogation room, probably.
Jail staff changed him into jail attire. I remained with the jail staff the entire time that he changed. The clothes that he had been wearing was placed in an evidence bag. The clothes remained in my possession from this point. So they're establishing the chain of custody of the evidence. So that can't be disputed later. That they were not left unattended and tampered with by somebody, for example. Upon Karmelo being placed in a jail cell, I continued to keep possession of his clothes. I returned to my patrol car, placed the clothes in the back trunk area, drove out of the Sally Port, parked in the parking area. Clothes remained in my trunk until crime scene technician took possession of them.
See, this is why I be telling motherfuckers to be cool with cops, because when y'all be turning up on cops and doing all this shit, you see how detailed this report is? This is a real report, like with a murder or shit. They still got to write reports like this for the dumb shit y'all be doing, like domestics, you know what I'm saying, bar fights. You want to turn up on a traffic stop. They don't feel like writing all this shit. And you need to know that they don't feel like writing all this shit. Don't make them have to because they're on camera and you just want to act a fucking ass. They trying their best to not be sitting down doing all this. I got a reckless driving one time, man. Got locked up for it. Speeding in the Camaro. I'm talking about going fucking 80. 80 on a street. Vroom, nigga. Immediate arrest. Hey, motherfucker, cops, get the fuck out, asshole! What the hell are you doing? I'm flying. I think I had to piss. Like, yeah, you can piss. You can piss in the jail cell, motherfucker. Nigga, it was immediate arrest. We'll get your license later. Nigga, cuffed me, threw me in the back, took me to the motherfucking police station and shit like that. Kept my ass up in that motherfucker about 8-9 hours, man. But the whole time he was interviewing me, you know what I'm saying, for this charge, I'm sitting there handcuffed and he just typing away. Typing all this shit. Trying to make it seem like I was drag racing and all types of shit. Man. And he was mad too, because he was like, man, if you would have been doing maybe 40, because I think I was doing like 75, almost 80 in like a 30 or something like that. He's like, you'd have been doing 40, maybe 50. I'd have gave you a ticket, just let you go. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But God God damn, you could have killed somebody. I was like, I was a young nigga, man. Dude was like, man, he was like, man, oh my God, I was about to get off. And then he told me, he said, I was about to get off in about 40 minutes. Now I got to do all this paperwork. So he was like, yeah, and your ass going to court. He was talking shit after that. He was like, your ass going to court, and I'm showing up. He's like, I'm coming to Markham. He was like, you over there laughing, I will be there. Motherfucker like you shouldn't have a license. That's what he told me. Motherfucker like you shouldn't have a license. He's like, I'm going to take my time with this shit. You go sit in that motherfucker tonight. That motherfucker was typing like a motherfucker. I pissed him off. He probably had some pussy lined up and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I kept his ass in the police station all goddamn night typing out this report for this reckless ass driving I was doing. I'm talking about they searched my whole car. They searched everything. They were like, you got to have something on you. Why the fuck are you driving like this? That shit was crazy.
Close. I added my body-worn camera to the case. No further information to report.
Hey, but then when you get your paperwork before you got to get, when you get your discovery or whatever for your case, for that shit, I had to actually get a lawyer for that shit because they was like, yo, you know you can do 90 days for this shit. I was like, what? For speeding? It's like, this is more than speeding. This is like felony, something like reckless driving. They think you was drag racing. I'm like, oh, hell no. He was like, you need a lawyer. So I got a lawyer and shit. But when you get your paperwork, dude typed out like 3 pages. It is all detailed to the T. DVDs, all that shit. That's just one of them. One time I had to get a lawyer. The other time was some other shit, but I ain't gonna talk about it on YouTube. Not gonna talk about it on YouTube. That motherfucker was mad, man. He's like, I think he was mad because he's not a good typer. And that motherfuckers, they lieutenants be like, you better have a detailed report. They hate doing paperwork.
That was his only involvement. The other officer involved, Allison Rickey, 10 a.m., wearing full Frisco police uniform, operating a cruiser, dispatched to the report of a stabbing at the stadium. Police dispatch advised an athlete had been stabbed. The suspect was a black male wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and blue sweatpants. Responded code 3, lights and sirens. Arrived on scene, saw Officer Cortez kneeling next to a black male, later identified as Karmelo Anthony, in handcuffs, seated on the sidewalk. Officer Cortez stated Anthony was the alleged suspect. Anthony then made a spontaneous statement and stated, I'm not alleged, I did it. Officer Cortez conducted a pat search.
So both officers' stories corroborate. So they both had to type out that shit.
Officers were informed that the knife that was used was tossed and was still believed to be somewhere close. Eventually, one of the witnesses said they remember seeing it on the bleachers. Officer Shoutouts was able to locate the knife. It was located between rows 9 and 10, partially open. The rain began to come down again heavily. So it was raining, which explains why the tents might have been crowded and space might have been at a premium. And people who set up a tent for the...
That's what I'm saying. See, we got it in our mind that it was Karmelo, the 2 brothers, and maybe about like 3 other people in a tent. No, this tent was crowded. And these little motherfuckers, I'm telling you how high school goes. These 2 big motherfuckers tried to flex on that little nigga, man. And they got their issue, man. That's what the fuck happened, man. But I'm pretty sure it's a bunch of witnesses, bunch of camera footage. We're going to start seeing shit as it develops, man.
Their group may not have wanted additional people under the tent who were not part of their group. They set up the tent for themselves. The rain began to come down again heavily, and it was determined that instead of moving the knife, the officers would cover it with a blue tarp. Sergeant Otis assisted in preserving the immediate crime scene as much as possible, while the other personnel tended to the victim and eventually transported him. At around this time, Officer Wetzel had the crime scene log, began logging individuals. One officer released another officer, total of 33 photos, downloaded them, put them in the crime scene photo, nothing else to report. Officer Taylor Wetzel The same day, assigned to work the city of Frisco, at 10:02, reported to the stabbing at the stadium. Original call note stated an athlete had been stabbed in the chest. The suspect that stabbed the victim goes to Centennial High School. Athletic trainers were on site, were providing care, advised he was not conscious and not breathing. No, he bled out by then. The notes also indicate.
And so he stabbed him in the heart. First thing we need to know now, man. And y'all get a chance, man, go watch this this breakdown, this full breakdown of the police report. Like I said, we hoping for the best for him. We need to know what kind of knife he had, the position that was he was in when he got stabbed, whether he got tackled, was Austin Metcalf on top of him trying to pound him out. You know what I'm saying? You know, the other footage. How many times did Karmelo get hit? Where did he get hit? Did he get punched? That shit is gonna play a major factor in this whole self-defense case. But I don't see him getting hit with murder. Let's see what y'all saying in the chat, because okay, so I put in the chat, what will Karmelo be found guilty of? We taking a vote. We got 774 people voted. Salute to y'all, man. And salute to everybody who donated and sponsored this show. This is a fan-funded show. You know I'm shadow banned. These niggas don't want to see me win. And I only can win with y'all support. So much love to all y'all that support this show. Everybody who joins the Patreon. I will be dropping some more heat for y'all tonight or tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how much food I eat tonight and I'm going to sleep. But what will Karmelo Anthony be found guilty of? The first choice was first-degree murder. 13% of y'all said yeah. First-degree murder. 42% of y'all said innocent of all charges. So a lot of y'all got high hopes, man. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's good that we supporting this young man, because at the end of the day, this young man do got a chance and we want him to have a fighting chance. But most people in the chat with 45% are saying that it's going to be a manslaughter conviction, man. It's going to be a manslaughter conviction. And I'm hoping that it's something light, you know what I'm saying? And he can pick up the pieces of his life, do his thing. Brothers, sisters, y'all got sons, just utilize this case, follow this case closely. Make sure you are educating your sons on how to maneuver with the law, how to maneuver as a young, black, free, thinking, straight black man in this world that we're in that's completely against you, where you have no allies, where nobody loves you and nobody has your back, not even your own goddamn women. They need to know that it ain't right, but it's real. It ain't right, but it's real. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to this channel, man. Make sure y'all getting these comments. Let's argue. Let's talk shit. I'm going on Twitter tonight on X Spaces and shit. So you might see me in some people X Spaces and shit talking some shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? But much love to y'all. I will see y'all in the morning. We out. Peace. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video, in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you follow my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man.
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church, check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church, check in, man. Church, check in.